Well, that's close enough to me saying we're live. Let's get my notes up. There we go. Let's see if I can get Cole on the horn. Here we go. There we go. 10 low.
Okay, I had to use the restroom before I started up.
Okay, no problem.
If you're gonna scream and yell while we're gone.
What, you and Dad are leaving?
About 2 hours.
Cool.
You guys eat a lot.
Yeah. Oh. We'll be back. Alright.
Okay.
I was just wondering.
Gotta get squeaky chair in position here.
I was seen it yesterday, I think.
My knees hurt.
Are they sore or do they just hurt?
Yes. Well, my entire legs are still sore.
From yesterday?
Yep.
Ice your knees tonight before you go to bed.
Pain. This is why I fight.
Something like that. We're gonna get started in about 2 minutes. I'm gonna blow my nose right now, so I'm gonna mute the mic.
Cool.
Okay, I'm back. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
I should probably pull up Twitch chat, shouldn't I?
That might be a good idea. Get it on your phone.
Aye. Would appreciate it if Twitch would actually load.
I have that problem all the time.
Network error, please try again. Fuck off, Twitch. I love how I have all these fucking things on my phone. Like all these little notes that I make with my notepad app.
They're just like thrown all over the screen.
Yeah. Oh yes, I forgot. I reset my Switch password.
Reset your Twitch password?
Yeah, because it wasn't working.
Oh, okay. I thought you said reset your Switch password. I was like, why are you playing Pokemon while we're...
And I don't know. All right. You posted the thing in the server, right?
Let me make sure. I'm fairly sure. I know it's on the Discord server. Yes, it's on the Discord server. It's on YouTube. It went live. Yes, it's live. Posted the thing on Twitter, although Twitter hasn't updated it to have my little picture with the link. Oh, there it goes. Now it has the picture with the link.
Nice.
Well, either way, I'm gonna log in.
Cool.
If my mouse pad will work. There we go.
2 hours of silence, finally.
Does me screaming in your ear count?
If I want to, I can just ignore you or mute you.
This is true.
I wish people had a mute button. Imagine being a retail worker and you just slap someone's temple and they just stop making noise.
That's some Black Mirror shit, bruh.
I
That
wish
actually
my
is a
dad's
thing
still-
in Black Mirror, by the way. If you haven't seen the show, you can mute other people, and then they just can't talk to you. It's kind of freaky,
Bruh.
actually.
Oh, that's cool. I've heard Black Mirror is like ridiculously horrifying, but it introduced some really wacky concepts.
It's intriguing. I think the concepts in it are interesting. From the episodes I've seen. I haven't seen that many. Anyway, speaking of things being horrifying, I needed physical and occupational therapy after the last episode and what happened at the end. That's why we took 2 days off. But thankfully, I'm back and hopefully better than ever. The unfortunate part is that I seen things I shouldn't. How you doing, everybody? Welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV Stormblood, the stream edition. Let me click on Interceptor. There we go. Last time, we beat, well, Stormblood, the 4.0 story. And today, we're going to fuck around and do some random shit. Well, by random shit, I mean several things that we're going to be having planned to do during the patch content. But before we actually start the patch content, we have a few things to do. Starting with the rank 6 quests for the Ananta and the Namazu, because as you can see, they are maxed out at Respected. And if I get quest bonus at this rank, I'm going to do quests for them. Because the Mughals will be completely done by Monday if I get quest bonus today with the Ananta and the Namazu. And then the Ananta and the Namazu themselves are only going to be about 2 more weeks, and then they'll be done. So, and we should be here for that long, doing stream stuff. So, let's head outside. And I might cross over to the Ruby Sea just to make the teleport cost less to go to Doro Ilo. I'm not sure yet, so we'll see. Hey Yugman, how's it going? Welcome back. We are apparently following after a naked bunny girl. Although she's not taking the teleport crystal, I'm going this way instead, so. But we got a couple of things to do before we head off and do the patch content.
And I have plenty of work ahead of me as I have a lot of Skaven gear at Augment. Shoot me.
Welp. I don't know if I was too clear last time either about my priority in terms of getting the Skaven gear. My priority is to get accessories on all of the classes first, then weapons, then augment the weapons while also getting armor. So basically accessories, then weapons, then armor, then augments. And that's the main order that I'm going to work on things with the Skaven gear. So I think honestly, I made that like increasingly not obvious last time. So it costs 233 gil to teleport to Kugane when I could just walk backwards 5 feet. Man, teleport costs here are weird. What were you gonna say?
My problem is with grinding the Skaven gear is it's just like I don't remember Shire gear being this much of a pain in the ass.
It's because you've already done it before, twice. So now doing it again is like,
yeah.
So. Oh yeah, and there's one quest each left in my book of things to do with the Ananta and the Namazu. So I might actually do those on screen since we're kind of just faffing about today. We have 2 dungeons that we'll potentially be doing today, but yeah, it's faffing about no matter what, so.
Now to be fair with how you're going to be, we're going to get to the beginning of the first dungeon and then have to cut the stream off because you hate me.
Oh boy.
Oh god.
Anyway, let's talk to Gyoshin and see what they need doing around here. Okay, sure. What kind of dire import? Are we calling a family meeting? Are these catfish my family now? Is this the rest of my life? This festival? The rate I'm going. Well, good. I'm glad it was fun. That sounds exactly like most parties I've ever been to, so... Yeah, that's called getting blackout drunk, which I didn't know a catfish could get blackout drunk. I guess the more you know.
You didn't know a lot of things about catfish going into this beast tribe, Jimmy. You know now.
That's true. Oh, he had another vision of his great-grandsire. Oh, wow, Saigetsu's saying the things I was feeling in the middle of Stormblood. What a shock. Oh, good. Did you prepare earplugs? Okay, then. Well, that makes sense. He's like, he knows my secrets! Right.
Oh,
well, that's
thank God I got the short one.
Oh, yeah, that's actually a good idea. So yeah, if we talk to the Zayla, they might be able to tell us what the ancient Namazu did in their festival, because they probably incorporated into their their own festivals or, you know, cultural traditions. He's very enthusiastic. He wants this to go well, Gyoshin. Well, but you guys have sent me to talk to the Zayla not too many, well, a few times. It hasn't been that often, but they haven't skewered or, you know, steamed me with a booze. Okay, well, thankfully I know them all pretty well, so that should help a little bit. What, you're not going to get into my bag again? I guess he's walking this time. That's fair. Oh yeah, I decided to demonstrate this time since all of my crafter classes are at level 70 or above at this point. You can actually do the Namazu quests as either a crafter or a gatherer. So this time we're going to do it on Miner, because Miner hasn't really been doing much at all for this entire expansion for me, so we're gonna do it kind of like how we did in A Realm Reborn, where Miner kind of was a last-minute addition during the patch content, and I kind of played like every single quest from 1 to 50 in Miner during the patch content. So
I recently also picked up a crafter, probably for real this time on my alt, mostly because I wanted to see how bad it would be if I picked it up on Rory. Although, to be fair, I picked it up for a rather petty reason.
Well, I wouldn't call it petty. You want to make a piece of gear that you'd have to buy on the board for millions of gil.
It's actually only 1.3. So, I just want the
still,
coat because I like how cute it is.
It's still
The
a lot
problem
of
is I
money.
need to get a crafter
Yeah.
to 80, and that sounds like a fucking nightmare.
Well, admittedly, with Diadem in place, getting one single gatherer to 80 is a hell of a lot easier than getting a crafter to 80, but it's still not terrible. Like, you do the Ishgardian Restoration recipes, the level 20 recipe is really easy to do, and you can get yourself up to level 50 with it pretty easily. It only takes a few days. And then, like, if you just do it over and over. And then you just do Moogle quests, and then Namazu quests, and then 70 to 80 at the moment is the hard part, because there's no crafter beast tribe in Shadowbringers yet. At least as far as I know, there isn't.
I mean, given the option that honestly, I just kind of want to have somebody make it for me. It's something that I'm lazy, I just don't like crafting and gathering. Weaver's different, though.
Yeah. Oh god,
But I
Gyoshin's
can-
falling in love with Serena. Oh. No, she's just looking at him like, I haven't had catfish in a while. Oh,
I
boy.
haven't had catfish in a while.
So we're prepping this festival, Serena, and yeah, we were hoping you guys had some traditions that you'd be willing to talk about. Because we have to do a festival of our own pretty soon. Oh, okay. Well, yeah, they get a free pass up to the Dawn Throne. I've witnessed them, so. Cool. I don't know how the Namazu are going to incorporate this, but it's probably going to be crazy and awful. Okay, we're going to the Dawn Throne next. Got it. I also figured, since I have to do the quests anyway, like I had to hold on to one quest each in order to make sure that I don't waste reputation points today. I might actually do the one that I have in my logbook on screen today, just to give you an idea, because it's specifically more for the Namazu than it is for the Ananta, because with the Ananta, I've pretty much demonstrated what they've had me doing on screen as it is. But with the Namazu, I've only demonstrated it with a crafter, not a gatherer, so yeah, it might not be a terrible idea to give you an example. Depending on what they have me do in this quest. I'm not really sure yet. We'll see. Okay, let's see what Horny on the Main has to say about this festival, now that I drove my car into his throne room.
What a fucking power. You just drive a car into his throne room. You just don't even fucking care anymore.
Okay, so he was digging Serena, and she was really wanting to cook him in a catfish glaze. So we're gonna talk to Magni, and he's gonna be thinking, God, I hate catfish. No, actually, we're looking to learn of your festival traditions. Well, he is, specifically, because they're, you know, they're throwing a festival. Well, yeah, Magni, I mean, you know. Well, thankfully, I don't have to comprehend your splendor. Only Gyoshin does. But in that case, you may want to make sure you use simple words and keep it to 3 sentences or less. He has a short attention span.
Kind of stupid.
Azimbok, huh? So you guys have your own version of the Natum, basically. Well, yeah. See, that second part is the part that's important to him, Gyoshin. He's been looking for a wife for the longest time, and he has no luck, probably because his attitude's poor. But, you know. A little, not really. It's probably the most anyone's talked back to Magni lately. Okay, well, yeah, probably a good idea. Alright, let's go talk to the Dotharl then. I would just take the advice where it's given, Magni. At this point, you're desperate and you're hopeless, basically. So, if a fishman walks up to you and tells you that your attitude won't get you any luck with the ladies, and you already have no luck with the ladies, hey man, at some point you gotta realize it's about listening.
Hey man, if he's that desperate to get lady, he could always resort to the stick up his ass.
Yeah, but it's covered in poop by now.
That's why Turians use it so well.
Oh my god.
It's the most deadly weapon.
Oh my god.
I'm on a fucking roll today.
If you don't get blunt force trauma to the head from it, you just die of gonorrhea. I don't think that's how that works. E. coli infection, there we go. Gonorrhea was just the first thing that came to mind. Okay, Gyoshin, let's make sure they don't eat you, so. She has that effect on a lot of people, actually, so. Sadhu, hello. This Kun Shalu, well, your stare vexes him as much as his stare vexes you, but we're just here to listen to your festival traditions.
His
so.
stare vexes me. Oh, it's fucking beautiful.
Right, makes sense. Oh, okay, so you guys do archery contests. Well, that's more tame than I expected.
What do you use as targets? Oh, just our own tribe members.
Right. Okay.
You know, is it
sounds
bad
good.
that recently, like, with all the crazy shit we've been doing in main scenario and all the runs we've been doing in other dungeons, I've just gotten this itch to challenge myself as a healer, and I don't think it's healthy.
Well, there is always the option of one of the dungeons we're going to be doing later today. I think one of them you said you wanted to tank, but you could always scratch that itch by trying to heal an alliance raid.
I mean, fair. But to be fair,
Cole's like
somebody
contemplating, like, I don't know if I'm ready to scratch that itch yet. I think I healed the entire Circus Tower alliance raid thing, though, like when we did it for the first time, so I don't know if it was that bad. I did die quite a few times, but, you know.
Listen, I'm DPSing the one because I hate doing anything else in it, primarily because if I'm a DPS, I can survive the mechanics.
Makes sense.
And as long as one DPS survives the mechanics, the run is a success.
I don't know what that means, but okay then. Yeah, same to you, Gilroy.
Yes, that's right. You've never been in those. Fuck my life.
Yeah, they got quite a different breadth of traditions in their festivals, so. Well, I mean, sometimes I consider that option, but it seems like they're doing well for themselves, despite the fact that they compete so fiercely. Yeah, you guys have a lot of participants to keep engaged, so.
How does one entertain a shitload of catfish?
Trying to think of what catfish do in the wild, and I'm coming up blank, so I don't know. But I guess we're going to figure it out over the course of this quest, aren't we?
Well, I mean, from what I know about catfish in the wild, they just kind of swim around, eat, and then hide.
You might not want to have me handle the archery section. I'm not capable of holding a bow, at least not in this game. Okay. Well, if this is gonna work, then I guess we'll do the best we can. How wooed! Well, yeah, I would hope safely. Okay, we gotta get Mondite for him. So probably he'd have you fashioning the arrowheads right now if you were doing a crafter for this, but we are on a gatherer, so we just need to go mine some Mondite, and it's south of Reunion. Okay. I might just teleport to Reunion. I feel like walking, well, driving. I do have a quest over there as well that I can do while we're at it. I just won't turn it in until we're done with this one. So hopefully I'll remember to do it that way, because otherwise I'm wasting 60 reputation. And the reason why I saved this one in particular is because if we go over here, I just got to get through the market first, we'll find an old friend of ours. You having fun over there?
I find that whistling tunes while I'm healing helps me with the anxiety.
Ah,
You know,
makes
the
sense.
anxiety that I don't have anymore.
So yes, Gyorin is here to give us some help with some wood piles for the festival. I think they're using them to make tents or something over there. I forget exactly, but... Well, he's kind of taking charge over there, so I'm just the errand boy, man. So yeah, Gyorin is in Reunion specifically to look for fancy trinkets that he could take back to Yangsha and sell, so... Raw azimite, huh? Okay, I'll see what I can find. Got it. Normally you have to craft a few things for him, but since we're here, we might as well go do this. So we need to get Mondite and raw azimite, so let me go get that for him. He said south of Reunion, so it's got to be down here somewhere. Probably over here. And there's also Mondite here probably as well. Let's have a look, shall we? Oh look, they're both at the same one. Okay, so we need to get this high quality, so we need to do an Unearth 2. Are you getting deleted over there?
It's fine, nobody died, we're fine.
Okay, cool. Ooh, that was nice. Let's see if I can get a high quality one. Nope, not
So,
that.
you know how after you beat the one giant mech in Castra Meridiana with the drills in its hands, and you have to pull the first group over the cannons and the second group over the other cannons?
Yep.
My
Man.
tank pulled from the start all the way to the end.
Oh, okay.
He didn't die. So, anybody got an open spot in their static for a healer?
Well, I did as best I could with the Mondite, but I got 4 normal quality hits in a row, even though every single time I had at least a 50% chance of getting high quality. That's
Every
some
time I say
shit,
that-
but that's okay.
Every time I say that about the static, I just imagine me with, like, the waggly eyebrows.
Let's try this again. Nope, not that time. Man, this Mondite is really giving me some trouble.
There's Sid.
There we go. Got one. Cool. Okay, so let's go give the Azimite over to Gyorin real quick. We'll hold on to that quest until we're done with this one, and then we'll go take care of the Azimite part. Or no, the Mondite is for Doro Ilo. The Azimite is for Gyorin. Yep, got it for you, friend. There you go. Well, I'm hoping for your success. I mean, it worked out pretty well with those gun blades, so usually anything exotic, people jump all over. I don't know if there's people that are able to buy gems, though, in Yangsha at the moment. Unless Moneybags is hitting that place up right now. He seems to always like buying my gems. Okay, cool.
Heck.
I can see that Gyorin doesn't exactly get along with Saigetsu, but fair enough. We got the timber, so now we can take it back over there, but we're not gonna take it directly to them yet. Let's go talk to Gyoshin and tell him we got that Mondite after more effort than I thought I was gonna have to make, but that's okay. I mean, I'm in the Land King set at this moment with 2 Land King weapons, so I would think that it wouldn't be as It wouldn't take me 7 or 8 swings to get single high quality anything, but it's okay. Well, you can have a decent challenge from this. I have more regular Mondite if you want to practice before you know, go from there. You're welcome. What did you construct while you're waiting for me?
Oh, Pog.
Ah, a target. Okay. I'll love it more when you're not holding it directly out in front of yourself, because, you know... Yeah, probably should. You know, on its own. Oh, boy. I don't know if that face palm was audible. I'll do it again. Hang on. There. That was more audible, I think.
I didn't hear it, but then again, I've also got music on.
Mm. Can't we just, like, hang it on a wooden pole or something? Okay, wait a minute. You guys did hear me when I said before that I'm not capable of holding a bow, right? I guess I'm confident, but... Watch me, like, shoot him 3 or 4 times in his face by accident. Oh my god. I mean, I guess I picked up Samurai pretty quickly, so... How bad could it possibly be? Question mark?
Okay.
Well, let's go find out, shall we? Let's see, where's the target at? Oh, here we go. I got a bad feeling about this, though. Alright, now, Gyoshin, the important part here is to stand still. I will do the best that I can. I have never held a bow before in my life in this game, so... Oh my god. Okay, so it's just like the blow dart thing. Okay, got it. Where'd he go? Gyoshin? Hello? Oh, there you are. Do not hit Gyoshin. No matter what you do, do not hit Gyoshin. Okay. I'm gonna wait for the third one. I know where it is now, so... And... Pew! I think I got it. I mean, it gave me a check mark, so I would assume it's okay. Can I leave now? Well, yeah, I mean, as long as I hit the target. I'm just glad nobody died today. You okay there, Gyoshin? Yeah, mine neither. It seems to happen to me pretty often, though. Yeah, let's just hope everyone's accuracy with the bow and arrows is as good as the reproduction. Oh, boy. Okay, I'll do that, game. Thank you for letting me know. Which of these materia sells for more? I don't think Guile sells for that much. I think Command sells for more. I forget. I have no use for it anyway. My current gear doesn't have materia slots, so... At least the ones that I use for crafting and gathering. Oh hey, they even got the some of the Dotharl to come here and help out with their archery contests. They actually have horses up here now, though I don't honestly know where they're going to get all the resources they need for the horses, but it's okay. They'll figure it out. It's the Namazu. I'm sure they'll figure it out. Or not, but, you know. Working side by side with the Namazu, you have successfully incorporated Zayla traditions into the festival. The horse racing, Azumboke, and archery competitions are now open to attendees. I feel like I'm putting together the theme park at the end of Spyro Ripto's Rage at this point. If there's a roller coaster at the end of this, I'm gonna be tilted, man. Oh dear God. In 7 years, the Namazu were fated to become the primary source of sustenance for starving Zayla, who would face food shortages after a fierce cold snap. Many would have died. However, continuous practice of nomadic festival traditions over the course of 7 years will promote mutual understanding between the Namazu and Zayla, averting the slaughter. Well, that's good, at least. Unbeknownst to all, the Namazu will be spared the grievous tragedy that could have consumed them, and their fate continues to change for the better. Now let's just hope that it changes for the best, because next time is rank 7, and that's usually where everything ends. Usually rank 8's just the epilogue. But anyway, we've reached rank 6, honored, with the 777. Cool. And we have 3 additional quests because of quest bonus, so that's good. There's a wider selection of wares available. And I'm gonna go turn in this other quest that we just did as well. Here. Okay. Just had to double check on my time there. I could just do this. Yeah, there we go. My little taskbar is actually like, I have it set so that it automatically shrinks down onto the screen when I'm not hovering over it, so it's not like directly there at all times so I can see the time, so I just gotta hover over it. Anyway, yeah, we took care of things with Gyorin, so here's the timber that he gave you in exchange for some azomite. I see that their hatred for one another is mutual. Of course, can't have you sullying your hands when you're leading everybody. I don't think I'm going to need that cordial, so I'll probably just... so this stuff they said just discard because you can't sell it. So... okay. I'll hold on to these for a little bit and we'll figure it out. But yeah, so now there's 3 new quests available here, and I've got 6 allowances, so I'll be doing these 3 off-screen. I cannot say nay. It's a horse one. I get it. Okay. Let me use my return point to get back to Ralgir's Reach, and then we will head over to Castellum Veladina to do the next Nanta quest. And then, Cole, I will need your help.
Okay.
I'm glad that you agreed without me even telling you what it is.
Well, I'm listening to a podcast while I'm on stream, so...
oh, okay, I see. Well, it shouldn't be too much longer.
Okay. I'm almost done in the main scenario. We're at Luvia.
Oh, okay. Cool. Are you doing it on Rory, or...?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, I see. That's fine. Oh, I should mention, actually, off-screen I actually was able to get... like, I got the accessories that I needed for Dark Knight and Scholar on the previous episode. I actually got the accessories for Summoner as well. So once I do my main scenario tonight, which I'll probably just do by myself, while I'm doing the quest for the Namazu and the Ananta.
Alright.
But once I do that, I should have almost enough to buy all the accessories I need for Samurai as well, and that'll go from there. You may have noticed that there's a new addition to our little set of gear sets here. Ninja is in there now. We will be using it during the patch content. I'm just not going to be using it yet, so that's all. You know what? While I'm here, thinking about it, let me complete this quest as well that I've got hanging around for the Nanta. So this quest has you working with griffins, because these little griffins have recently, I think they've lost their mother or something recently, so you have to like rally their spirits. So let's see what this one needs. Hey buddy. Oh, you don't look too happy. Hold on. Hang on, buddy. It's alright, there you go. Feeling any better? Good. Good to hear. Go back
Good
home.
boy.
There we go. Haven't had too many opportunities to work with the griffins while doing the Ananta quest, because there's only one quest that I can do currently that has me flapping around on the griffins, but in the ones that I have been doing, I've been working specifically with the griffin that Gif had me working with at the very beginning of the quest. I've taken to calling her Parvati because it sounds like it would make sense, considering, you know, the Ananta usually have names that are, you know, based on Hindu and Sanskrit lore. So if we get to go on a griffin again, I'll be going on Parvati again. And I will refer to her as such. What's your problem, little guy? Oh, he's sad because his older brother died. That's what it was. Alright, let's lift his spirits a little bit then. It's alright, buddy. You'll grow up stronger and you can avenge your brother by, you know, killing Imperials. With your face.
Didn't we drive out all the Imperials from this fucking cursed land?
Probably, but that doesn't mean there won't be, like, stragglers. I mean, the Dravanians still have stragglers, and we beat Nidhogg like a year ago, so...
Fair enough. Oh.
Alright. So that is now at Castel and Veladina to be turned in, but we won't turn it in just yet. We'll go see what Alpa needs before we turn it in, so I can get the extra reputation. Because if you look here, yeah, it gave me 60 extra reputation when I turned that one in for the Namazu to work with on the next rank. So I will be at 240 out of 1,320 by the end of the day today. So all things considered, not bad. I just have to remember that we haven't had a chance to fly around in the locks yet with Confucius's music on, so when we go there I gotta remember to turn his music on if we go to the locks at any point. But in any case, let's see what Alpa's up to now that we've got an inn here for the traveling merchants and stuff. What's your next plan, Alpa? Oh boy. List of quandaries, huh? Yeah, I get that. My list of quandaries grows longer every day, too. In this game, at least. Oh, okay. What's the... Not that I normally would want to know how your mother's doing with her molting, but... Okay, so that probably means she's getting closer. Yeah. Well, I hope so. Uh-oh. You got somebody here who's taken ill? I mean, I do know exuviation, if that makes any difference. So it's got to be something else, then. I wonder... Okay, hello. Where did you come from? Teleports behind her. Oh my god. Well, that's what you get for sneaking up on an armed woman. I'm guessing you two know each other. Oh my god. What are you doing here? Yeah. I'm as surprised to see you as before. I'm amazed you're not dead yet. No, I'll just say this one. I'll reserve the secondary options for when I'm on Dark Knight, I think. Oh, so you signed up to help here too. Okay, cool. Yeah, we did a few things together to see if we could get him to avenge his father, but his father didn't actually need avenging. It's a bit of a long story. I don't know if I'd go that far, but alright. Oh my god. Alpa spitting fire today. Didn't know she played Black Mage in the Lakshmi fight. Oh, okay. What kind of information? Cole, am I still audible on your end? I can't tell.
Yeah, I can still hear you.
Okay, cool. Just making sure. Lovesick? Okay. Are you sure you're not just reflecting a portion of yourself onto him at this point? Because that's what it looks like. Well, you never know, Joel. I mean, some people have secret admirers for the weirdest of reasons. But... well, yeah. That's what the romantic stories will say, yeah. Oh, dear God. What the hell is he planning at Pike Falls? Oh, Jesus. Maybe if they wanted him to wink, they could have used the eye that wasn't covered by hair. Oh, boy. Let's go save Mazette from himself again. Alright, off we go. Let's see. Pike Falls is up here. Got it. Well, now I understand why the quest is called It Can Be Cruel sometimes, because it's specifically talking about love, so... The real question is, what the hell is he going to do that's love-related way out here in the middle of nowhere? Oh, man. These two have got the jokes today. Yeah, that's what I'm wondering, Alpa. I'm trying to figure out if you're saying that in a sarcastic way or not. Alright, Mazette, what's the problem here? Oh, not the grenades again. Why? What purpose could that possibly serve in terms of... I mean, I'm not one to pass up hucking grenades at you, but... Did you remember to take the gunpowder out of them this time? Okay, good, because I don't want to be, you know, pumping white winds into you like crazy. I have MP that I have to keep in check, you know. Even if you tell me to stop, huh? Okay, man. Don't say I didn't warn you. Here you go. Bah. I told you to take more of the powder out last time. Come on, man. They're gonna be worse and worse every time I throw them, aren't they? Yeah, that seems a little more productive. This is a lot more hilarious, but, you know. Okay, wait, no, hang on, man. You told me, even if you told me to stop for a moment, to keep throwing them at you, so... Here. Sorry about this. Bah. Oh, boy. And now we know why the quest is talking about cruelty, because this is cruel and unusual. It's funny, but... Hang on, let me poke him with my stick, I'll find out. Well, I'm glad to see you're so hale and hearty. Oh my god, I don't think that's what it is. I think he just has a bunch of blind luck. And there's that, yeah. Well... I shouldn't agree to that, but he does have to be the nun one day, so... The responsibility is the thing that kept him alive. Wah, wah. No, I'm dying again! Jimmy, I need white wind now! Hey, Gales, what's up? Oh my god. Man, both of these are awful. I guess we'll use, only Tia doomed to a life of solitude. Man, that's rude. And that's also rude. I'm gonna say the bottom one, actually. Because, I mean, at least the second part of it is true. Well, at least you guys can be miserable together. I think Gales is just born with terrible luck. Sure. Yeah, that's probably a good idea, yeah. He's walking it off, Alpa. He'll not be fine. Forget about him, he'll be fine, she says. Oh, okay, sure. We could head back to the Reach. That might help us out. Orella is a pretty good chirurgeon, so... At least from my understanding. You two gonna be okay over here? Oh boy. Well... I'm not really one to be the judge of that there, Mazette. I'm still single at my age as well, so, you know. Cole, you're deep in concentration over there.
Yes, I am.
I wonder why. Oh yeah, I had a thought in between the streams as well. I actually turned the gain down slightly on my microphone because I was listening to myself screaming and shouting in the Shinryu fight when I watched back our previous stream, and I said, this might be a little too loud. So if I sound a little quieter today, it's probably because I swapped that out. So just in case anybody notices a difference, that's why. I think the audio should still be good. I'll listen to it afterwards to see, but, you know. Right. Actually, come to think of it, I didn't double check my levels before I did this. Okay, they're fine. Just making sure. Alright, let's go see Arella. And see what she has to say about our sick patrons. Excuse me, boys, and Ananta lady. Gotta rush through you there. I need a doctor, not for myself, though. I have, yes. She's been helpful many a time for us. Oh my god. Alpa, you gotta stop eating stuff off the ground. There's plenty of food to eat at the Castellum that you don't have to scrap for. So... not exactly, Arella. We have a couple of sick patients at Castellum Valladina we were hoping you could help with. Pleurisy, huh? Oh, okay. I can go see if I can gather some. Safe from what, Alpa? Okay, sure. Alright, so the East End is where we need to go. That is... over by Castrum Oriens. Okay. I'm gonna teleport over there, actually. Just because. Save myself a little walking. Wasn't sure if I picked anything else up in between, so I figured I'd check while I was waiting the 5 seconds for the teleport anyway, but we have not picked anything up, so... Okay, I saw the green check mark and I was getting confused. I was like, wait a minute, is this the end of the quest here with Alpa or what? But no. Alpa's getting herself into some trouble here, so I guess we'll have to help her out. Alright, Alpa, stand clear. I can't be accounted for being the most accurate person when it comes to this stuff, so... I hope I don't hit that wind sprite behind him as well. Doesn't look like it, so... Cool. Well, that takes care of that, and I didn't even have to Serpanaka. Awesome. You alright there, Alpa? Do I need to get the white wind out again? Well, those are Ochus, so they'll sap your strength pretty quickly because of the poison, so... Okay, good. Got the lightning caps we need, then. Awesome. Has my return come back? Yeah, it has. Cool. Then I can just do that to get back. Easy. And I just realized as I did this, yeah, that wasn't exactly the smartest thing to do because turns out she's back at the Castellum. Oops, I was thinking we'd have to come back here to talk with Arella, but maybe Arella went to Castellum Valladina to help out. Well, either way, we're going back there now ourselves, so shouldn't take too long once I travel from here. Let's do this, Confucius. By the way, with Blue Mage here, I've actually been kind of tweaking a little bit of my setup for it a little bit because at one point I actually had a tank setup, a healing setup, and a DPS setup for Blue Mage, but I haven't done Blue Mage in pug groups for such a long time that I've kind of just made an all-rounder, like a solo play build for Blue Mage, and that's what all these skills are here. So, yeah, it really doesn't, it's pretty much just like what I could use out in the field. It doesn't really have any set tank healing or DPS thing to it. It's mostly a DPS, but it has a few heals and a couple of guarding things that you'd use as a tank as well. And it has Angel's Whisper, which is, from my understanding, still rather rare. So... Oh, okay, cool. Well, then let's wait around for Arella to get here so that she can cure this person of their potential pleurisy. I don't know. Hope she got here all right. Or she's getting here all right, rather. Oh, there they are. How'd they get on this side of the thing, anyway? Aren't you, like, unable to get to this side of the Castellum from Ralgir's Reach? Don't you have to go all the way around through the East End? Whatever, they could have teleported, I guess. Okay, good. Well, good to hear. Where are you headed there, traveler? Fair enough. Yeah, sounds like they have a doctor to rely on if need be. It's good that they've got one so close. I mean, it's not exactly the closest, but hey, I mean, they could just fly a griffin in between Ralgir's Reach and here, and they'd be good. Yeah, those grenades didn't really help you there, Mazette. Oh god, what the hell are you talking about? Oh, talking about Charlemagne, oh my god. What just happened? Yeah, I'm as confused as you are. I also am just now noticing that Jolomine pretty much has my haircut as well, just different colors. God damn it, everybody's getting their hair styled that way. That's not how the saying goes, Mazette, and she's gonna throw you off the bridge for it. Oh, I can see these two getting along so well in the coming quests. Am I gonna need to go fetch Arella again? Well, that's just Mazette's life daily, Alpa. That has nothing to do with him being in love. He just gets beaten up and almost blown up on the daily, so... And actually, yeah, getting its own infirmary here would be a pretty good idea, I think. I don't know where you're going to get the doctors, but I'm sure you guys will figure it out. Well, that takes care of that. I just love the Saturday morning cartoon sound effects whenever Mazette gets his ass kicked. It's great, man. Well, looks like the infirmary's a success. Yep, Castellum Veladina now has its own infirmary. Maybe they could use a few more of Mazette's grenades to blow the walls open in case they need to add anything else. In any case, our reputation has increased to rank 6, honored with the Veladinum Gatekeepers. Cool. And we have quest bonus for them as well, so again, I'll do that stuff off screen, but let's go turn this one in since it's already done. Let them know that the Griffins are doing okay. Ishana, I took care of the Griffin siblings. Yep. Understandably so. No, I mean, I've worked with a few of the Griffins already, including Parvati, so I think I might, I just know them a little better than other people, I guess. Well, that takes care of that. Okay, so 3 more quests to be done there. Let's go, do a little repair work. And then we'll, move right along here, because I got a missive not too long ago while I was at the inn in Bocairo doing my physical and occupational therapy, saying that, the marshal of the Maelstrom wanted to see me. So, we gotta go back to Limsa to see what he's up to.
What are you up to?
What am I up to? Well, they're doing a training exercise in Hullbreaker Isle again.
Oh,
so
are they now?
They are, yes.
Let's go see what that's about.
I think that's a good idea.
I apologize. I've been enthralled by this person I've been watching on YouTube all day. I have all these terrible DM stories, and I have to admit, they're quite entertaining.
I'm just gonna teleport back to the house. It's a little bit of an easier walk, I think.
Alright, I'm gonna use the restroom real quick.
Okay. Meet me in Limsa when you're done.
I'm already at the Lord X.
Oh, okay. He's in Blighttown 2.0. I really hope he closed his door. Because not to talk about anything really weird on the stream or anything like that, but I could definitely hear that toilet seat being lifted from here. Oh man. Apparently it's just a bunch of crude humor today on the stream. It's fine with me though, I love it. Alright, let's sell this cordial. I don't need it. I gotta use my house somehow at this point, and in this case it's a good idea. So, actually, here's another good idea while I'm here. Let's get some breakfast, even though it's 9 o'clock at night. Never too late for breakfast. Granted, I don't eat breakfast that's like that. Mostly my breakfast is like toast and a piece of fruit, but you know.
Okay.
Okay, let's go see what the marshal needs. See about this training exercise.
Where is
that they're
this
doing.
Marshal?
So there's a quest marker over by... Oh, yeah, the Hatching Tide's going on right now. There's a quest marker over by the Drowning Wench, which is the inn in the upper decks.
Cool.
And it's that one there. The quest is called Storming the Hull. So. Hey, SB, how's it going? We just finished doing the rank 6 quest for the Ananta and the Namazu, and now we're heading back into Limsa to go take Hullbreaker Isle hard modes quest real quick before we start the dungeon. So that's what we're up to. Mostly going to be fluff today, although we are going to be starting the Sky Pirate quest today, so we might be doing a total of 2 dungeons if we keep things moving at a decent pace.
Well, of course, Jimmy's been doing Beast Tribe quests for the entire first half of the stream, and I've been entertaining my brain by listening to people be shitty DMs.
Oh boy.
And so in the hopes that I might finally just say, fuck it, and be a good DM myself, because even to this day, I don't think I'm a good DM.
Damn, dude. Self-deprecating humor.
Man, that ain't self-deprecating humor if it's the truth.
Oh my god. Hello, small friend. I'm guessing you already took the quest. Cole, I was talking to you.
What?
I said, hello, small friend. I'm guessing you already took the quest.
Yes, I did.
Okay. Hey, Conquer. It's going good. How's it going for you there? In the club meetings, I haven't talked the entire time. That's okay, Conquer. No problem. Be more present in chat after we finish up. That's fine, Conquer. No problem. You take care of what you got to take care of, and we'll go from there. Once you're done, we'll see more of you. Denston! Hey, what's going on? Heard that the Admiral and the Marshal were thinking about putting the training exercise together. Yeah, with Hullbreaker. Okay. Go get him so I can talk to the Marshal and see what he's got going on. Marshal, I would give you a salute, but it's your day off, 1, and 2, I'm kind of in a cutscene, so I can't give you a salute. So. Well, I was glad to help, not even just in a military standpoint from the thing. Frankly, Hullbreaker Isle was a really fun dungeon just because of all the stupid memeing we were doing, so. And yeah, it was for a good cause and all, so. Oh, okay, well that makes sense. You want me to spar with them? Well, I guess that would put us into them into a real fight situation. Yeah, that makes sense. I'd rather not make them miss any teeth. Like, I don't think that's covered in our health plan, but I'll do the best I can. Maybe you can stitch that stuff back together with cure magics. I don't know. Okay. Sounds good, Denston. I'll look for you. Just had an argument with your friend about DMing. He was complaining his high school age players, he's a teacher, were playing really badly and he didn't know how to play right. Just he explained what they were doing wrong and he got super indignant, like, it's not my job to teach them how to play. If they die to the first encounter, that's on them. And it's like, okay, but then you shouldn't complain about the problem if you have an easy solution. You never use it. Yeah, that makes sense. Oh boy. Okay, he said Morby Dry Docks, so let's head there. 14 took up Armorer the other day and have been messing with that. It's a nice little side project, I think, Conquer. If you're just do a little bit of crafting, like, I don't go hard into it myself, but just taking up, like, 1 crafter, maybe 2 at some point, depending on how much you want to do with it. I think it's a nice little distraction. It gives you, like, a little puzzle to do in between dungeons occasionally, so I think it's nice.
Honestly, my biggest issue with D&D is relatively simple, actually, and it's not a problem that I easily can figure out a solution for, because a lot of people have told me the same thing over and over again. That seems like a very non-solution. It just seems more like a, hey, you should try this, and I'm like, but what if I don't want to do that? Let me describe the problem, since we're going to be doing something and I haven't talked for a lot of the stream, and I haven't really gone off that much about my issues with D&D. I just kind of talked about it. So I myself, occasionally, whenever I get really big inspiration, I throw characters together that are usually borderline inspiring. Like, Gorg's a fucking legend among my player base, because he came basically out of nowhere.
Does the stream know who Gorg is, anyway?
Oh dear god, I should describe Gorg. Gorg is a dragonborn, a red dragonborn that's about 7 foot, 350 pounds of muscle, and speaks in a perfect Russian accent.
Hullbreaker Isle Heart's now accessible.
Yes, I know.
I had to say it because I always say it.
Right.
Need to unlock
Gorg
this
is
on
just
Jarek,
this
I think.
massive
Okay.
dude. See, the joke with Gorg is that I play him like he has low intelligence, but in reality he has an intelligence of about 12,
Damn.
which is above average for a normal person.
I was gonna say I don't
And
know
usually I
how
let this out
D&D
as
stats
being-
work, but that sounds high.
Well, the highest you can get in a stat is 20, with the usual D&D rules we go with.
Ooh, while we're
So-
waiting, I think I know a spot over here that we could sit at to watch the sunrise. Is it over here? I think it's over here.
So anyway,
Keep going. Sorry.
so Gorg has a decent bit of intelligence. He's got a little bit higher than the average, and this is not usually a thing that happens among the barbarians in our party. And that's why sometimes Gorg will get ridiculously eloquent with his Russian accent, and everybody in the party usually is floored by his understanding. And the joke with Gorg is that I usually run with the sessions is that I start pounding a lot of my points into intelligence. Mostly because I like the idea of a barbarian getting smarter over the course of a session.
Well, that makes sense. Your players
So-
are getting to the point where you can see them killing Strahd in one turn in Curse of Strahd, and it's spooking you. I don't know what that is, but it sounds...
Strahd is an extremely powerful vampire.
Oh,
It's,
okay.
he's the villain of one of the modules. So anyway,
By the way, before Cole continues, if anybody would like to join us for Hullbreaker Isle Hard Mode, head over to the multiplayer chat, and we'll hop over there in a minute once Cole's done talking about his DMing.
so moving on. So Gorg is this very intelligent barbarian, and the one thing you need to understand about most of my characters is that I always subvert expectation. I fucking love subverting expectation with my characters and my plot lines.
Pass on this one. No problem, Yugman. That's fine. Where's the quest? It is, if you go to the Drowning Wench in Limsa Lominsa, it is underneath it. So, like, you have to go outside and then go down below decks. It's on the upper decks, though, but you just have to go down below where the inn is. So, it should be called Storming the Hull is the name of the quest.
Right.
So,
back to my subversion of expectation. So I love subverting
you haven't
expectation
done
with my
normal.
characters.
Oh, boy.
My favorite thing to do with that is, of course, the one thing about Gorg is that he is a very happy-go-lucky character. He seems very stupid, but he's very intelligent, but most of Gorg's character arcs involve him suffering in the worst way possible.
Welp. Cole, we're going in ourselves because SB hasn't done normal and Yugman's passing on this one. So,
Cool. So I'm gonna
are you
keep
ready
talking
for
about-
Gladiator Arena?
Hold on. Do a thing real fast.
Okay. And you can keep talking about Gorg. I just figured,
I am. I'm going to. I just needed to fix something.
Oh,
I
okay.
just realized I had to go back to fucking Kugane to fix one of my plates.
Oh, okay.
Glamour plates. Anyway,
Can't find the normal mode quest in the map either. Where was the normal mode quest anyway?
same place, I think.
Was it?
It should be right below the Drowning Lunch.
No, because that's the
think.
hard mode version, but
Where do you get the normal mode version? Do you remember?
where did we get the normal mode version? I forget. I can look. Hang on. Final Fantasy XIV Hullbreaker IO. Not the hard mode. Okay, here we go. The quest is called King of the Hull, and it is... Is that the one that's in Mordana? I think that's one of the ones that's in Mordana. Yes, it is from one of the cooks in the Seventh Heaven in Mordana. That's how you get Hullbreaker Isle normal.
SB has the dungeon unlocked, they just haven't done it.
Normal unlocked but not clear. Gonna unsync it real quick if you don't mind waiting. I want to get in, that's cool too. That's up to Cole. What do you got to do, Cole, before you're done? So,
I mean, I've got a lot of talking to do, so I could probably do that.
okay. Talking, that's fine. Talk while SB does the normal mode, and then we'll go from
You're
there.
good to
We'll
go,
see
SB.
if SB's
Unsync it, roll in. Okay, so back to what I was saying. So, most recent session that Gorg's been a part of, we were stuck in this forest in this town, surrounded by two Fey hag covens that were trying to kill each other and torture the town in process. It was a very unsettling campaign, given the fact that if Matt's good at one thing, it's fucking atmosphere, and he made us feel like we were in a doom situation no matter what happened. Now, this is good in a short-term session, but the problem is Matt dragged it out like nobody's business.
Oh boy.
He made us always feel oppressed. He never gave us one glimmer of hope, and he kept doing the same thing over and over again, which he basically just said, oh, you might finally have a chance at this, and then spat in our face, basically.
Welp.
Now, we're one session away from completing Matt's campaign, but the one thing that pissed me off about it the most is that he expected us to remember details from the session from 6 months ago when he started running it again. No, that's fucking stupid.
Oh.
Not aside from the point. My problem is, and the reason why I'm not making Matt's mistake with my next session, because I've already told Christian that I'm basically, once this whole quarantine's over and we can start playing D&D again, I'm just nuking my session and starting from scratch.
Ah. Okay.
See, my biggest issue is that I ran into a problem in my session that I couldn't find the solution for.
What's that? I'm trying to understand how it's raining under this arch.
Note-taking is your friend.
Yeah, so like from the thing from 6 months ago, if you take notes on some of the stuff that he was talking about.
Right. Anyway. So, moving on. So, the biggest problem that I ran into with my players is, first of all, none of them were being honest with me about any of the plans they have for their characters, except for a few, and those were the ones that I really threw development at them. Because Brony was basically said, oh, I have this big plan about your session that's going to destroy it, and then never told me. Even though, despite the fact that I had basically set up a world where it was impossible to nuke. Now, that might sound bad, but given my player's history, it was a risk I had to take. Indeed. Matt did not ask us for history checks, Yugman. He basically just said, hey, you don't remember anything for the last 6 months of the session? Guess I'm going to TPK you!
I don't know what that means, but it doesn't sound
Total
good.
party kill.
Oh, well, rip.
Anyway, so moving on. My biggest issue with my session was that none of my players were being honest with me, one. And then when I approached them about this, they basically just said, well, that's just kind of how D&D works. And I was like, that doesn't seem very good, given the fact that I'm the person trying to tell the fucking story all of you Nimrods are a part of. Second.
I was going to say before you continue, do your friends watch the stream?
Nah. Okay, I can whine as much as I want. I don't give a fuck.
Fair enough.
I say as I casually check the chat in case any of them are in there. I know what all their Twitch names are.
Okay. But planning terrible things with your DM is so much fun. I think the problem is that they don't plan things with Cole, they plan things against Cole.
That sounds about right. Moving back. So, my issue with all this was, first of all, Brony didn't tell me anything, and I couldn't do anything with this character, because it only came out in the last dungeon they were in that he's basically a psychopathic murdering asshole. And also that Matt's character, a androgynous puppeteer, because he usually plays androgynous characters, which I say good for you, man. And he basically made it sound like his character doesn't care about anything, and I say, well, Matt, first of all, that's stupid. Second of all, that's fucking stupid. Because how am I supposed to give you conflict if your character doesn't care about anything? Not even yourself.
Well, that's a fair question, actually, yeah. How do you get conflict if he doesn't care about conflict?
What's silly, and that's not how D&D should work, SB. I'm sorry. I'm getting caught up in my own conversation, so I'm not picking up in chat when you're responding to things.
Probably speaking in effect to me saying that your players plot against you instead of with you.
That.
Plot terrible things against you.
Let's talk about the players that actually work with me. Those would be Sabrina, Fang, Mike, and actually, believe it or not, Alex. Alex is not my favorite person in the world, but me and him are really chill, so I'm not going to talk shit about him on stream. Everyone else is free game, though. So, my biggest issue was, first of all, they were giving me all of this material to work with, like Fang, Sabrina, Sam, Mike. They were giving me all this ammo to work with, and I'm like, this is fucking amazing! And second of all, my other problem I was running into, it's the player that I haven't mentioned yet. Her name is Olivia. Olivia min-maxes all of her characters. For those of you who have played D&D, you should all know that druids can be very powerful when built right. Olivia's druid was built to essentially summon around 16 little raptors that had 3 attacks and advantage as long as they're in 5 feet of each other.
That seems busted.
It is busted. And when I tried to fight back against her, Olivia basically reamed my ear out and made it sound like I was the fucking bad guy in this situation. I said, I'm the fucking DM. Why are you complaining? I never told her this, but I'm going to put my foot down in the next session if she does it again.
Fair enough, I think.
The problem is that I literally, no matter what I threw at them, it always seemed like the encounters were either going to murder and shit stomp them without much issue, or they were clearing through them like cutting through warm butter. I don't think this was my fault necessarily. I think this was the fault of me either gravely underestimating and then overestimating the ability my players had at 5th level. I wanted them to level up after the first dungeon, but seeing their combat capabilities and how they were basically just cutting through all my encounters like nothing, it really discouraged me in handing out level ups.
And maxing can be fun if the party is all for it, but one person should be going on a completely different optimization level from everyone else. Yeah, that just seems like they're making it too easy, I think.
See, the thing about Olivia is that she plays in this thing called Adventurers League, where basically the DM throws all this crazy bullshit about you. It's less about the story and more about getting through the challenge. It's like playing Dark Souls if the story doesn't matter.
So not like playing Dark Souls.
It's basically playing D&D on hard mode.
It's like playing Lords of the Fallen.
Kinda. My issue with all of this is that the characters that I didn't like were giving me every reason to hate their characters, and I know the one thing that murders sessions, as far as I'm aware, is character bias. But the question is, what do you do as a DM when you hate somebody's character, but you're too scared to go to them about it, and despite dropping a million hints and trying to be honest with them, they don't listen, they don't catch on any of the things. Fang's character, Sabrina's character, Sam's character, Mike's character, Alex's character, all of them had good motivation. Granted, some of them were a little shallow, Alex. But they still gave me shit to work with. What do you do when the character bias is justified because everyone else is playing a fucking stat block? You tell them to stop playing that character. Which I would have done had I not have the one flaw that no DM should have to deal with, which is being a nice person. So my biggest issue with my players is that it feel like that if I'm honest with them, if I am really honest with them, they'll get pissy and leave the session, and I don't want that. I want people to have fun.
But you have to have fun in the session too, Cole. That's the thing.
Exactly.
And if you're trying to pull all this bullshit together, it's not fun for you.
Listen, I should not have to spend 6 fucking hours balancing an encounter around Olivia's raptors.
Yeah, that seems
I should
like
not
way
have
too
to
much
put
work.
mechanics into my fucking session that are paralleling in difficulty with the one MMO I play just to make a player be a little bit more fair. I should not have to implement cleaves and AoEs in my goddamn session because one player has the ability to wipe my encounters.
Yeah, I was going to say, when you're having to do that much work over something that's supposed to be fun, like, that just seems silly. Like, you're not getting paid to be a DM, right? So why put that much work
Yes, I do it
into
for shits and giggles, and that's what this should be about, shits and giggles!
Would you like to play
I
a
see
very
your
silly,
comments
lighthearted
in
anime
chat, SBL.
dreamscape tabletop game? Probably would be cool. For Cole, anyway.
It would be kind of chill.
I honestly, I've
just
never
don't
really
like
had
playing
the
anymore.
interest, so...
The reason why I don't like playing anymore is because Matt basically just said, hey, this is actually how D&D works, and that really saddened me because I had a lot of really wacky ideas with Gorg, and then he was just like, no. And I'm like, fuck.
Sounds like you need a
honestly
different
find-
group of people to play D&D with, Cole.
No, the fuck thing is, it's only Matt, Brony, and Olivia. The other ones are fine! And Brony, it's like every different day thing. Sometimes he's the chillest person I've ever met, and I love him, but these other people are just like, why are you trying to make me hate your character? I'm the fucking DM. You don't make the DM hate your character, because then they drop a skyhop on you and serve beer and waffles to the rest of the players.
Hmm.
I need to breathe.
Cole had to get that off his chest, evidently.
Oh my god, that feels so much better.
Only play D&D with close friends, so we're pretty open if we have any problems with something, so I don't really have advice on this one. Could try making harder encounters made to disable your one min-maxing friend. It's a thought.
Right.
It's a thought, Cole.
See, my thing is, I have a new thing planned for this next coming session, and I hope that's going to be interesting enough to draw them in, because I'm going to be doing the one thing that I'm actually good at in D&D, and I don't care if anybody else has an issue with it.
Which is?
Atmosphere.
Hmm.
You ever playing a D&D horror game, Jimmy?
I've never played in D&D at all, so...
You should join us for some time so you can understand the bullshit that I go through on a daily basis with these people.
That doesn't sound like a fun time.
You'd like Christian. Actually, you've met Christian.
Need to go without you. It didn't actually complete the quest, so I need to run the dungeon again. It should take about 7 minutes plus the quest steps. Okay, no problem, SB. We'll head on in then.
Okay.
Cole,
head on.
let me know when
I'm
you're
good.
good to go. You're good to go? What are you playing? I can't see you on the map.
Dragoon.
Dragoon. I need to play something else then.
Okay, so my basic issue really is just I don't feel like I have any control
Guess
over
I'll
my
heal
players.
this one.
I beg them on my knees practically. Like a DM should not have to go to their players and beg on their hands and knees for them to cooperate.
Yeah,
Like,
I agree.
fuck my life, Brony. For as much as I love your characters and how unique they are sometimes, If you're gonna play a psychopath, you tell me.
Oh boy. Okay, we are registered. I'm scholaring, so it should make the time a little bit better. Did you have a cramp? Is that why you just grunted?
No, I just screamed into a pillow.
Oh, okay.
I have my raid pillow next to me.
Oh, okay, good.
So that's my basic issue with my party, and I'm hoping this next session, if I put significantly more effort into the atmosphere and make the encounters significantly more unique, I'll be able to do something with it.
Makes
I'm
sense.
just hoping that all my players understand what I'm going for. It's not even that I'm bad at combat and bad at designing encounters. I can design encounters just fine. It's the fact that I'm a new DM and none of them are giving me any time to acclimate. Maybe how hard it is to keep track of initiative? It sucks.
I have no idea, so...
Especially when Olivia's like, "Hey, dude, 12 more enemies." If y'all can tell in stream chat, I don't like Olivia.
Man.
I hate Olivia.
I'm taking Interceptor on a car ride, by the way, because after we're done with this quest with Hullbreaker Isle Hard, we are, I am doing my, I gotta go to Ul'dah to see if I have any new commissions with the Goldsmith or the Miners Guild. And that will eventually lead us back to Ishgard, where we will be starting the Sky Pirate
I should
quest,
turn you
so-
back up again because I'm done listening to that podcast for a while.
Oh, okay. You turned my volume down?
Yeah, because I wanted to
you!
listen to- But anyway, back on topic as I turn my brother back up.
The
and
real
we
question
go
is,
through-
does anyone else on this server have Hullbreaker Isle Hard unlocked?
Wouldn't surprise me if they didn't.
Oh boy. It's not exactly pertinent to most people's story.
See, my whole thing is that I like trying to create very unique settings and mechanics for D&D. I like being different because that's just my thing. I like being different. If I'm going to have the chance to make an encounter unique and memorable, I'm going to fucking take it.
Makes
Which
sense.
leads me to doing a lot more work than most people do.
Man, my frames are awful in here.
Well, duh. Slimsa. Select City.
I know. Yeah, I know. But I'm not even in the Blighttown screen. I'm still getting
think my
frame
other-
drops.
Issue as a DM is that sometimes I'll get invested in the story I write for my world and kind of forget that it's more about my players, but then once I realize I'm getting that far, I just kind of incorporate my players into the story. Because if there's anything I love more than sitting in a DM's chair is watching my players get invested in the world I've created.
Yeah, that's probably a good feeling. Let's take an airship over to Ul'dah so I can check in with the Goldsmith and Miners Guild, see what they've got going on while we're waiting. If you unlock it before we queue, it'll be funny, but also then you can come. Alright, sounds good. Let's see how long it takes then. And we will let you know.
But yeah, realistically, that's my really only issue with the group. Otherwise, I love playing with all of them. I mean, I have a fair bit of issues for the group, but it's more just because of my own experience with DMing and the fact that I don't like being completely horrible and brutal in my session, because I know that can also ruin sessions if you're too brutal of a DM.
I was like, what the hell is that? But it's just a thing hanging over my head. I have no input in the D&D sphere, so I can't really...
I mean, I figured you had more of an input in the people sphere than anything, Jimmy.
Well, in the people sphere, I think that they should have been taking it a little more easy on you. Because at the moment, it sounds like they're basically hazing you into a really terrible fraternity. And that's what your DMing experience sounds like to me.
It's
But,
the fact that they're just basically saying, hey, we want to be different. We want to pop your campaign off of the railroad. And I know railroad's a weird term to use given that railroading is a thing in DMing, but let me explain. My players seem more concerned not about getting into the world, but getting into character and having their characters basically make me improvise. Which is a good thing for a DM to learn, but still, if you're going to just say, hey, we're going to do basically the opposite of everything you're going to do unless you physically force us into the situation, which I've had to do in very creative ways over the course of the session, including but not limited to exposing my villain early in my last session.
Oh, okay.
See, I don't know if I've actually told the stream much about my session, and I'll talk a little bit about it once I'm done with it and why I was so invested in this particular session. Because I had an amazing idea for the villain. It seems like I base a lot of my sessions around ideas for bad guys, but that's aside from the point.
It's not a bad idea. Favorite thing about a DM is watching a group go through a dungeon and anticipating every trap. That is it. It gives you that like mischievous feeling, you know. Cackle a little inside about it.
Indeed. Anyway, moving
Well,
back on.
First stop is the Miners Guild. So let's see what Guildmaster Adalberta has for us, since it's been about a year since we've worked with the Miners Guild.
Anyway, so back on topic. Like, it just seems like, listen, guys, I get it. You don't like converging to my plot, and it's not because you don't like my plot. It's because you like fucking with me. But you don't have to be cocks about it. Which I get it, that's what friends do, but Fang and Sabrina, Sam, and Mike all realized how much effort I was putting into making the world good. I should talk a little bit about my session and why I was so invested in it. Maybe SB would probably get where I'm coming from when I talk about all the writing that I've done, because they themselves are a writer. Anyway.
Okay, cool.
Okay,
We have
so-
our papers to go to Idleshire for the job. So now let's just
Let
pick
me
up
set
what we
up
need the Goldsmiths
the
Guild.
world a little bit for people in this stream chat. So the session started, all the players were on a boat, basically going to this kingdom, which apparently is this wellspring of adventure, gold, women, whole 9 yards. It's basically is the whole thing about it. I set up a very basic theme, like, hey, go to this island, make your fortune, do all that shit. I made it very clear very early on that things were not right on this island. All the streets were too clean, there wasn't a lot of crime, there was paladins at every street corner, there was something fishy going on out here. They hit up the first tavern, I made them work for their night and food, which I was rather merciful with the rolls, which I probably shouldn't have been, but I had a strict code I was following by, and they were rolling like gods first session. And the king basically came on and gave a little speech that I put a lot of effort into writing, and they were like, okay, this guy's 100% the bad guy. And I'm like, you guys are all fucking idiots. So cut to a few sessions later, we get the introduction to the big bad guys of the session, which are the undead, which weren't generic undead, you know, shambling flesh. They were basically skeletons covered in really heavy-looking ice. Which would have been explained later, and I'll get into that later. They basically encountered one of these very powerful undead, came while protecting a tomb that one of the paladins had sent them to. Turns out that the king of the current city, he had a body in this tomb that looked almost exactly like his current body, but looked like a shell. So that's the first interesting plot hook. Secondly, on their way back from this dungeon, they were basically forced to set down for the night at camp because it was late, and they ended up coming upon this little tiefling who was white as the fallen snow with red hair and white eyes. Her name was Lily. Lily is rather important to the plot, and I made sure to endear her to the party to the best of my ability. So let's get into where things get a little bit weird. So they got back to the city. The officials in the city basically locked the city down because of all the undead going on. They basically vowed, hey, we're going to find the guy who did this. We're going to execute him publicly. Nobody's allowed to leave the island, whole 9 yards. Oh, hey, look,
Dear
we're going to
God.
the dungeon.
We gotta watch this scene later. Sorry there, Nanimo. I'll talk about what you gotta talk about in a minute once I finish this quest. I gotta go over to Hullbreaker Isle. Okay.
So moving on. So they lock the island down, whole 9 yards. Party gets dragged into the king's office. The king explains to them, hey, you guys saw the most of these undead. We knew basically everything about it the minute you walked into the city. Now, first of all, I'm setting false plot hooks here that the king is a dickhead.
Well,
So they get sent on this mission. They basically get this mission. Okay, go to the silver mine that's nearby, clear the place out, make sure everything is nice and smooth. We need the silver weapons to combat the undead. Literally the same night, city gets assaulted, entire section of the city annihilated.
did they
set the
go to
villains up.
Ishgard to pick these things up?
Okay.
Oh my God.
So city gets annihilated, they get moved out of the city, and they go to this camp. This camp nearby, they set up, they start fishing, and eventually they go back and go into the city to basically just see what's going on, you know, prep up for the big mission. I explained what the mission is so far. So they get dragged into the side quest about this artist who apparently is cursed. He doesn't do these things. He does all these paintings and people love them, but he only gets money when he paints depressing paintings, and it's literally because they're eating him from the inside out. Some not too subtle things about my own personal existence there. Anyway. So they basically, hey, they go into this cave, they help the guy out set up this thing, and I might have rushed the quest a little too much because I didn't get the emotional response that I wanted out of them. Okay, fine. So they go back, they collect the money, and they go through this long dungeon after the tenant that was helping them assist the shop basically created a pocket dimension and pulled the artist into it because she was sick and tired of seeing him suffer.
Aha. Oh god, what is that?
Fuck.
Can you stun him, please? Can you stun him, please? Okay, then. So, I don't know what just happened there, but it wasn't very pretty.
Me either. I'm fucking up my rotation because of the mechanics of this dungeon anyway. So back into it. So they went through the dungeon, they eventually encountered the girl, the tenant, and she made some not too subtle hints, and she dropped some subtle hints that she was part of something bigger than she had thought before, and they had encountered a being like her earlier in a sewer when they were running through to basically go off and find the source of why the sewer was stinking up the entire block. Spoiler alert, it ended up being a psychotic killer who chopped up buddies who had kidnapped the young economist for the city, because it turns out an 8-year-old is the person responsible for doing all the city's taxes.
It's a smart 8-year-old.
Hell yeah. Now, originally I had a big plot plan behind this 8-year-old that I would bring him back later as he was necromancing his parents back to life because they were murdered by the same killer and he had essentially gone insane. And I was going to force the players to kill him because I'm a monster. So, moving on. So, they would have eventually eliminated this dungeon, brought down this weird secretary for the artist, and, well, it would have been everything, would have been alright. Eventually, they would have gotten to the point where they had to go to the island for the king to liberate the silver mines, with a decently long dungeon that was relatively challenging before running into another one of the sisters, much like the secretary, and the one that they ran into in the sewer. It's eventually... Now, I'm going to skip over a lot of details here because from here, it wasn't really session, it was more about just things that I had planned. Players would have eventually been sent on a quest by the king as he told him basically what was actually going on, about how if they don't recover all the sisters and bring them all together, the barrier between the living and the dead world is going to fall and everything's going to be fucked.
Uh-huh.
And the players would have been tasked to go off and do several things. The first of which being, hey, go off and find the sisters. Second of all, to go off and figure out who the person who murdered the archpriest's son was, as it's kind of a big mystery and nobody really knows about it. And the last being is to basically kill any undead they find. So they would eventually end up finding all the sisters, and I'm sure this would have caused an internal conflict amongst the group about what to do, because since Lily is technically one of the sisters and she was endeared to several of the characters, most of them would have probably been like, hey, we don't want to give her over to the authorities. But of course I could see most of my players actually fighting each other for that case because some of them are just cocks. Anyway.
Cannons? Oh god.
Oh, lovely. Guns. My favorite.
Those are bone stacks. I can't do anything about those.
I'm
With
trying.
Asuna, anyway.
Moving on while I'm doing my rotation, doing various things in this dungeon.
Oh. It's making it very hard for me to cast Broil.
Well, now you know how I feel.
All your skills are instant right now, so, I mean... I'm not even sure we need that. Ow.
I mean, I haven't popped that alert me yet. So the sisters would have been eventually found by the players. They would have probably had an internal debate about whether or not to do, and this is the part where they would take a side. Basically, they would confront the king about the whole thing, tell him, hey, we're not going to do jack shit about this, and we're not going to give her over, and the players would have probably taken the good side because, well, of course they would have. If they didn't, I would have fucking murdered them.
Oh boy.
So moving on. Of course, during this part, I would have revealed a lot of the shit about the one kid going crazy and how they had to kill him to prevent him from spawning more of the undead, about how the wood elf in the tavern that's been relatively nice to all of them was actually the person who murdered the priest's son. And they would have eventually been forced to pick a side, which would have led to a boss fight to the being that was living inside of the box Lily was carrying on her back. I'll get back to this being later because it's part of a plot twist. So at the end of the fight, they would have all been teleported to another mysterious city, basically a city of rats, as I was calling it. Mostly because it's inhabited entirely by rat people who are apparently the natives in this place that once the pirates came around, they taught them how to be a civilization, then once the King Gilgamesh had driven all of them out, they effectively retreated underground to live out the rest of their lives.
I just want to be clear, if you think I'm going to remember any of this stuff, you're mistaken. I'm sorry, I'm not trying to be a dick or anything, but there's no way I'm going to remember all these pronouns and stuff.
So the party was in the city of rats. They would have been accompanied by an NPC that I actually don't have a name for. And they would have essentially been tasked with the goal, hey, we need to find Lily and this being, depending on what side they were in, because, you know, profit.
Oh, I see.
And they would have eventually found Lily after helping out the rats in a not-too-subtle reference to the entire Yakuza series, given how the insane, the batshit stuff happens in this section of the city. They would have found her, accompanied by this mysterious being, who would have been revealed to be the Archmage's son, the person that was dying of the plague that's been infesting the city. Specifically the royal bloodline, and then after the events of the city attack, was killing a lot of the citizens. The son did a lot of horrible things to essentially preserve his life because he thought it was unfair that the Archpriest's son got to live on through his life after cursing the royal family, and that he was stuck with the burden of all this. And he essentially freed the sisters because he felt that their lives were not in their hands and wanted to give them lives of their own, the rest of the population of the planet be damned. This is that whole needs of the many versus the needs of the few thing that's a big theme across my section. Like, what do you care about more, the rights of the rest of the people in the world, or a few innocent people that have feelings that have been endeared to you? Ouch. Why do you hurt so much, enemy?
Oh, I don't need Art of War anymore. We killed them too fast.
Moving on. So they would have had to fight this guy more than
Carfolian's
likely
here
because
too.
he's kind of just insane.
Mhm.
Because despite Ian's rather understandable motivations and the fact that I'm kind of under-explaining how the amount of work I put into him as a villain, he is a big part of what makes the session kind of memorable in my opinion. Because this kid really just had his life taken away from him, and there was not a damn thing he could do about it because there wasn't any cure for the plague. Really, his only recourse was to find a way to live on through other ways, and that meant sacrificing the lives of innocents. Oh, you bitch.
I was wondering what that was for. Oh, it goes into its shell too, damn it.
My life surge fell off before I murdered him. Uh-oh.
What was... Okay.
Flash race.
I'm gonna short cast this. Oh, it's just thin ice. Okay, that's fine. I think that's fine. Oh, yeah, it's just they're having trouble. So, iceberg. Stay away from me.
So they would have had to fight this guy. The fight would have been resolved, and it's around this time that the boss, that everybody would have had to... Oh, for fuck's sake!
Ow.
I love Vuln stacks. Oh, lovely. He's flash freezing again. My favorite.
Hang on, Cole.
You're fine. I get it. There's a lot of pain and suffering happening right now. Moving out.
Oh, on the thin ice too? Okay.
I'm okay. I have second wind.
I was gonna say if you get into the puddle, it fetters you, but it gets rid of the it doesn't do as much damage. So wow, I was gonna deploy that, but that's okay. Hey, Omega Theory, how's it going? Only able to stop in for a moment. First boss sucked. Good to see you. Sorry I haven't been around. Thanks Started streaming finally. Nice, Omega Theory. Nice. Let me know if you stream pretty often there. I'm not sure if I added you to the host list or not, but if I haven't, I'll add you to the host list there so that your streams can show up there. But welcome back. Long time no see. Glad you were able to join us.
So, to finish up this entire campaign explanation, so they would have had a fight with this guy, and then they would have essentially been like, okay, let's make peace with this guy. Lily's going to help us. We're going to go infiltrate the city, and we're going to go figure out who in the royal family is currently fucking with us, and who did all this stupid shit to Lily and her sisters, because the sisters have their own basic tragic bullshit that happened to them, i.e. they lost one of their senses in the process to gaining their powers.
These guys are named Low Tide and High Tide.
Heck.
Sorry, I just had to mention that before we moved along here. Don't quiz work has you messed up working nights again and it sucks? Oh, okay. Gotcha. Well, hopefully they stop messing up your schedule there as much. Not sure about your host list. Will
So
be
they would
this
have
Saturday.
eventually gone back
I'll
to the
keep it in
city,
mind.
started this big conflict with the king, would have had to fight through a lot of the people that they've gotten to know in the session inside of the Paladins, unless they befriended them, in which case they would have joined their side, and eventually had their final conflict with the king Gilgamesh, who it turns out is not actually Gilgamesh, but one of the other immortals impersonating Gilgamesh. The immortals are entirely a different can of worms that I don't want to get into right now.
I'll double check before Saturday for you there, Omega Theory. Like I said, I'm not sure if you're on the list, but I'll find out for you. If you're not, I'll put you there.
So, to make a very long story short, we've had this world that I've gotten my players invested in. I had a lot of crazy stuff all set up and ready to go. All these plot hooks, and the way I was going to end the session was what I was most proud of. I've actually told Jimmy about how I wanted to end the session, I think.
Probably. Do I remember in the heat of
Basically-
battle? Probably not, but...
Basically, regardless of what ending my players took, whether they chose to side with Lily or not, the barrier would fall and it would
Can't
basically
defend it
nuke 2/3 of the world's population. As every human outside of the barriers where the immortals ruled would have been forced to bear the weight of their sins, which is the ice that the undead carry around with them, and kind of just die early. I basically Yoko Taro'd the ending to my session regardless, because I figured, hey, this is going to hurt even if they take the good ending, and it's going to hurt worse if they take the bad ending, where they force Lily to become the goddess of Null, hold the barrier up only for the barrier to fall, and, well, yeah.
Oh, I got something out of something. We have to fight the Marshal? Oh my god. I haven't had the chance to react at all this dungeon. I've been trying to hold it back, but fighting against Commander Ricky there and now fighting the Marshal, oh, this is going to be good.
Oh, this must be like a big trip for you, Jimmy.
It is. I'm fighting against the Maelstrom's finest. You got to remember, it's particularly of note for me, so don't want to get hooked on this again. Once you have another title, be back for more, you promise. That's okay, Omega Theory. You join whenever you want. It's okay. Don't worry about it. Ouch. How about we do this? There we go. That should work okay. Do one of those. Those.
Now, of course, I did have more parts planned for this session, but you can understand that I was very invested in making the story very good, and I just felt like 2/3 of my players didn't give a shit.
Well, that's not good.
That's what really messed with me about all this.
Marshall, you okay? Oh, shit. He put the Mistbeard mask back on.
He was nothing until he put the mask back on.
I've been poisoned. I can't dispel that poison. Bullet hell. Call. Oh, no.
Somebody. Oh, hey, look. I got cured of the venom.
Oh, nice. Oh, okay. We should probably get rid of these. Oh, it's Keeper of the Lake again. Just move them away.
Oh, good, yeah. I love Keeper.
Ooh, ooh, I see it. I see it. There's an antidote in some of the chests. So if you get it out, it cures the poison. Bullet hell again.
Pog.
Remember, you're LBing this, so...
I have prey.
have an Adlo.
Good shot.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
I just saw that the heavy wasn't going to get there fast enough, so I was like, well, time to use this. Sorry, Marshall. I guess Mistbeard wasn't enough to tangle with me. Alright, if we have any broken bones, please form a line in front of me rather than behind me. Good job, team.
I gained several thousand pounds.
I fixed that, though. I'm gonna commend the Gunbreaker.
I commended somebody.
Did you commend the Dancer for giving you dance partner?
So yeah, that's my session in a nutshell. I know that was a very frantic explanation, but I was also attempting to Dragoon while I was doing that, which is probably why I sucked in that dungeon.
No, that's fine.
Hindsight, I should probably save the stories for my own stream.
Well, never hurts to have a few for yourself.
Fair enough.
Alright, Omega Theory, we'll see you in a little bit. Like I said, I'll check out that hosting thing to see if you're there, so that we can go from there. You know what I'm gonna do, actually? Here's what I'm gonna do. We're gonna go back and do the Goldsmith quest again. I'm just gonna abandon this real quick, and then we'll go back and we'll take it.
If you have to fucking... I was gonna say, if you have to redo the dungeon, but then I realized that wasn't the thing you were inventing.
No.
That you were abandoning.
So. And sorry I haven't kept up too much with chat there. I've tried the best I could, but yeah.
I apologize. That wasn't part of me because I was screaming.
Well, I was gonna say I had a few reactions to that dungeon that I was sort of saving, but I liked that. That was actually pretty cool.
I actually really like that dungeon. I'm not gonna lie.
The Ymir, I kind of didn't understand it at first, but then I was like, oh wait, okay, there's a puddle here, so the puddle's got to be here for something. So then I tried it out, and it was like, oh, well, that worked. I mean, I was honestly, I was thinking I was going to walk into that puddle and it was water and I was going to get shocked and fucking die, but apparently it was exactly the opposite of that, so.
Don't worry, me too.
All worked okay. Yeah, it was cool. I like that. I mean, there was that one part where there was a lot of damage going out, but that was okay. It wasn't a huge deal. We figured it out. Let's go end this training exercise by making sure that all the soldiers, including the marshal, didn't mind getting their asses kicked. Especially though, like once they started putting in the Maelstrom Elite there, and then we saw Commander Ricky, I was like, holy shit. It was cool. I think it's different because I'm in Maelstrom though. So, like Cole's just here for the good time. So,
I'm just here for the protein.
Yeah, that. Well, I didn't specifically give them the hiding of their lives. I had 3 adventurers do that while I kept myself healed. So, and everyone else.
Oh God.
We did kind of dismantle them, didn't we? And I missed SP's comment about the Kraken is the worst dungeon boss in the game. Don't at me. It's too bad it's in like, what is it, 2 dungeons or 3 at this point? I forget. Well.
Wait, it's in more than one dungeon?
Yeah, it's in Sastasha Hard and Hullbreaker Normal. So.
And the Blue Mage quests.
And the Blue Mage quest. That was the third I was thinking of, is you have to beat it off with a stick at the beginning of the Blue Mage quest. How many times do we have to teach you this lesson, old squid?
Garble, gargle, blub, blub.
Pretty much.
I was gonna do something after that dungeon. Oh, I remember now. I'm stupid.
Oh wait, hang on. I missed something here. Let me go back in the event chat. Oh yeah, there were kind of pirates there, but yeah, it's Limsa. Did you really expect there not to be pirates that show up? Yeah, I mean, it was fine. Honestly, I thought it was all part of the training exercise. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, though.
Check.
Oh, he fought well, not alongside us, against us, but... Maybe you should have put the Mistbeard mask on first so they didn't think it was going to be, you know, you. Better watch out there, Marshall. Maybe one day I'll be gunning for your title. I don't know, though. I think I gotta be a little more old and gray to do that. I hope so. He seemed like he was happier once we were done, though I couldn't talk to him because the dungeon wouldn't let me. I know, Denston, but that's why I said form a line in front of me, because I was healing. So hopefully took that line. Yeah, good to see you too, Denston. Thanks for the little communication to let me know we were doing this. I appreciate it. Anyway, that was Hullbreaker Isle Hard. Honestly, it wasn't really all that, like, invasive. I don't know what the correct word I'm thinking of is, but it's like... I want to say it's like a synonym to invasive, where it's like... It's actively trying to work against us, like... But I don't know. Anyway, let's go back to Ul'dah now that I've been teleported over here. So we can do the rest of this stuff. We still have our papers for the Miners Guild to go to Idleshire. So now, let's take back up on Goldsmith, and we'll go... Because the other thing is I had a couple of reactions to the Miners Guild stuff. Mostly the Miners Guild stuff was, oh, well, I know the goblins that are over in Idleshire, and I think I know the forge that they were talking about they want me to work with them on. But then the Sultana showed up in the Goldsmith quest, and I was like, Call! I was thinking I should be like, Call, the Sultana's here, you might want to make an appearance. Yeah, that's Cole's lens flare sound effect, by the way, in case anyone was wondering. I don't know if you've ever done that on the stream.
I don't think I have. Huh.
Yeah, I liked it too. It wasn't like anything too difficult, or there wasn't anything particularly upsetting about it. It was just kind of a clean run, all things considered. Even though I think it said our tank said that they hadn't done it in a while, if I remember right. But yeah, it wasn't too bad. It kind of reminded me of the first time we went through Zelphatal, except I was healing instead of summoning. Honestly.
Ugh. God,
Yeah,
I
it was
talk
pretty
so
cool.
much like... You ever get that feeling when you talk a lot and the base of your throat just aches?
Yes, all the time.
I hate it.
I do this for 2.5 hours to 3 hours, 4 days a week, so I get that feeling all the time.
I hate it.
Get used to it. If you're going to stream, it's going to happen.
Shut up, Jimmy.
It's okay. You grow out of it, though. Or you get used to it. So
God, I just feel like coughing after that.
yeah. No, I
Did I
get
really
that.
get that loud when I was talking about it?
No, you
Man,
didn't
these
get loud.
guys-
You just talked at length for 45 minutes, that's all.
45 minutes?!
Yeah, it was like 5:30 when we started. Anyway, the Sultana's going to visit the Goldsmiths Guild, apparently shock and awe. Yeah, we would be presented to her if we did something bad, Serendipity. I just hope that my commission wasn't, like, an affront to her or something for, what's-her-face, the old married couple in the last few quests. What could we have done? Oh, well, here she is.
I love how the Sultana just shows up.
Well, she's in her... You know how she was dressed like a commoner when we were at the Sultan Tree way back in the day? She's dressed like... Excuse me, like that again, so... And apparently Serendipity... It's a pretty good disguise, because Serendipity doesn't even recognize her, so...
You do, though, and that makes it funnier.
Yep. No, that's completely understandable, Sultana. And Serendipity's like, holy shit! I mean... Hi.
Holy shit!
Nanimo, what's going on? It's been a long time. How's everything been treating you? Oh, okay, apparently my exploits precede me because now Nanimo is making an appearance at the Goldsmiths Guild to relay a message to me. That's hilarious. You know you could have just gone through Rory.
Somewhere off in the distance, you just hear lens flare eyes.
Yeah, that. Oh, okay, well that seems like a decent idea. You want me to teach at your artisan school? I'm honored. I'm just surprised, I guess. Yeah, that's a heck of a thing. The refugee quarter in Ul'dah is filled with no small number of sad tales. So
I need to teleport faster.
it's like level 99 roll skill. Decreases the cast time of teleport and return by 1 second.
Bruh. I need that shit.
Well, I don't want to sound like a jerk there, Nanimo, but sometimes you need those moments because those are the moments that kind of humble you and make you realize that there are still things that you have to do to improve. So, you got to improve every day. That's what I say. Sometimes. Not always. Well, yeah, probably. Got to rebuild and all. But yeah, rebuilding's going to be hard when they don't have 2 coins to you know, rub together. So. Okay, well that seems like a fair idea. And Ralgir's Reach seems like as good a location as any, so. Oh, well, and I'll bet you he said me, didn't he? Great. I guess Marcel was a big fan of my little music boxes that I made. No, that's fine, Marcel, I get it. And yeah, there's also that. I haven't done much mining over there, but they definitely do have a lot of mineral deposits, so. Oh, okay, cool. So when does this school start? Am I gonna have to make regular visits, or how does that work? I guess we're gonna find out. Oh, that's a fancy crown. Oh, okay, so you're gonna pry the jewels off and we're gonna use them to work on stuff. Okay, if that's what you want to do. Yeah, I'll do it. You didn't even have to say anything. I'll do it. Yeah, I got this, Nanamo. You can count on me. Hey, no problem. What are friends for, right? Oh, okay, cool. Then that I will do. Papa Sean, good to see you again. Nanamo, I'll see you later. I was gonna say, is that my link, Shell? Let me guess, we already have something to do with the school. Wow, that's quick. Sure, yeah, I'll accompany you. Let's go see what the prospective students have to say and do for themselves. Out of the frying pan and into the fire there, eh, Serendipity? Oh boy. Well, I'll be back once I figure this out. Yeah, she could have been in here a number of times and you never would have known. Well, that's where I'm going, so. Alright, I'll see you later, Serendipity. Professor Eric, good to see you again. Cole, what are you doing in your mercenary uniform?
Needing to keep an eye on you.
Why am I gonna go do something that's untoward? Is that what you think I'm gonna go do?
So Drick is clear of the Goldsmiths Guild, escorting her back to the palace.
Oh my god. Well, you do that. I'm gonna go to the spineless
I
basin.
set that line into my sleeve.
High quality bronze armor for sale, full set plus a spatha and shield for only 2,500 gil. What a steal.
I love
Actually,
how
I
I
think that
specifically
is,
came here and teleported here just to shitpost on you.
Gotta
Put
have
the
those
suit on and
moments.
everything.
Gotta have those moments.
I don't know why, but Rory just looks like a Matrix fucking agent when in this outfit. With like the princeness.
Does Rory know your personal escort? Actually, Rory is like a really high-ranking member of the Immortal Flames, which is the Grand Company in Ul'dah. So she's more like an escort for the Sultana that we were just talking to, the little Lalafell in the pink uniform that we were talking to in the quest there. So, yeah, that's what Rory was doing there. Are these the students, Marcel? Okay, cool. Looks like we have a couple of twins and a Mikote. Oh good, they get to have their virgin experience in goldsmithing. Get your head out of the gutter. Oh, okay, cool. Let's have a word with our new students then. Hello there. You alright over there, Cole? You rearranging your microphone?
A little bit.
Yeah. Well, that seems like an honest upbringing. Sounds like you're gonna go far in this industry, Jakebika. I'll make sure that I teach you to the best of my ability. I did, yes, actually. Well, I'm glad. Your enthusiasm will go far in this industry, I think. Generally, I just go about it with no like just the bare minimum of enthusiasm, and it's served me well so far. So, Lido, Hal, nice to meet you too. Yeah, well, sometimes a craftsman works in tools of jewels as well. Tools of glamour. That is usually where we goldsmiths make our trade. And we can probably make a decent amount of coin doing it too, so, you know, that helps. Sounds like you're in the right place then. I will do the best I can to teach you all that I know. Well, a handsome Elizan did just walk past us. Granted, I'm not the one to judge on whether or not they were handsome, but I'm pretty sure that was an Elizan. Well, Hal, that just means you need to become a better goldsmith than him, so that then, even if you fall for his practical jokes, you'll still be the better of the two at smithing. Oh, you're a miner, fellow miner trade as well. I can appreciate that. Oh, well, actually, Hal, you'll find that being a miner goes far in this industry. You can get every material you can possibly need, with the occasional exception of coral. But, you know, that's almost never. Cool. Sounds like we'll be kindred spirits, you and I. Where are we going to next? Oh, just back to the Goldsmiths Guild to talk with Jemime. All right, Marcel. I've spoken with the students. Yeah, they seem like they'll go pretty far. Now, pray return to the Waking Sands. No, not that shit again. Now, an opposite gender was told he thought it'd be a voluptuous Vera, and since no female Hrothgar assumed it was the opposite. Oh, okay, I see. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's just different for different races. I don't know. Well, doesn't matter. Wall can like who he likes. Even if it changes depending on the quest. Or the person talking. Okay, let's go have a chat with Jemime. Sounds like we've got a lot of work to do. Well, I do, Jemime. You, meanwhile, can keep the students flowing in. Right, yeah, that's what I heard. Ameloth, hello. Well, believe me if I tell you you're not the first person that's told me that today, but I appreciate it nonetheless. Cool. I will work with you, just as I'm working with them. We'll go far. We'll get this done. Okay, so I gotta inform you on how to keep them taught as well. Okay. Well, this will be an interesting new challenge. I never really fancied myself much of a teacher, but yeah, let's see what I can do. I'm sure you will, Ameloth. I'm sure you will. Well, she seems nice. I guess we're back to school then, aren't we? Oh boy. All right. Well, we'll think on what our lesson plan can be. Maybe these 3 commercial engineering manuals will help me with my lesson plan. Either way, we're gonna spread these out. There's 1, 2, 3, 4 more quests for the Goldsmiths Guild, and 4 more after the one we have for Miner as well. So we're gonna spread them out over the course of the next couple of patches. We're gonna wait to do the 63 quest until after 4.1 though. So. Okay, that takes care of that. And I'm guessing this is the 63 quest right here, right? Yep, it is. Okay. Now, we gotta go to Ishgard so we can get to Idleshire. So let's go to the airship landing so we can get back to Idleshire with, and, you know, talk about this Miners Commission that I have. It's been a while since we've had a commission for the Miners Guild, so this should go okay, I think. 1 ticket to Ishgard, please. You know, come to think of it, I wonder if they have any airships going into and out of Idleshire, because, I mean, it's been a year since we've been there. So, like, I can't imagine, I mean, they built the whole place from the ground up with the goblins, so I can't imagine they didn't, like, you know, construct something new in the time that we've been gone. Sir, you wouldn't happen to know if there's any airships going to Idleshire, would you? I was more concerned with getting an airship to my miner's commission, but I guess I can take the time to see what your trouble is. You're missing an airship? Well, that might be the opportunity I need. If I find it, will you take me to Idleshire? Likely be in Limsa for a while, leveling armor, or you'll queue up for the next story dungeon. Not sure yet. Okay, Conquer, sounds good. If we head back to Limsa, I'll see if I can find you.
I just realized I've been muted for like 5 minutes.
I was wondering why you weren't talking. I'm picking up the Mahak quests now, by the way, in Ishgard, so... Oh, well that's not good. Sky pirates. Well, we'll see what I can do then. Hopefully it didn't run amok of pirates, but to be fair, I am a bit of a pirate myself, so I'll know a pirate if I see one.
God damn it, they're in and out of my room for a million times again. I don't know what I want to do for this upcoming dungeon. Oh yeah, by the way, if the stream didn't know, I've already done all of these dungeons.
Yeah, so Cole doesn't have to actually pick these up. He's done all 3 of the Alliance raids for Heavensward. I just have to get to the point where we're doing the dungeon part. So. I think you've heard too many tales from the tavern there, friend. Most pirates aren't that over the top about it. Rantramont? Okay. I will check in with Rantramont then. Let's see. 1 ticket to Cloud Top, please. Oh, good. It's free still. Glad to see that my time as the ward of House Fortin is still paying off. Okay. So Rantramont's got to be around here somewhere. Probably not too far, considering the circle's like right here. By the way, I don't know how long into the quests the first Alliance raid dungeon is, but we might unlock it and even do it tonight. So if anybody wants to do it, let me know. It's Void Ark is the name of the dungeon. So, and we will once I unlock it, we'll go do another dungeon today. We're just knocking them out. I don't know why I made a snapping noise for knocking people out. I don't think I could snap my fingers and knock somebody out, but you know.
I wish.
I'm not a hypnotist. I don't know no hypnosis. It only has 55% accuracy anyway. Nobody? Only I get that one? Okay. Actually, does it still have 55% accuracy or is it 60 now? I forget. It's been a while. Yeah, apparently so. Okay. Landmass to the north, huh? Okay, well thanks, Rantramont. I'll see what I can find. How far to the north? That far to the north. Okay. That's where we'll go then. Oh, Conquer got the reference. Okay, good. Glad to hear that somebody got it.
Keck.
Sometimes I make jokes and they just aren't gotten. But it's okay. Because I still find them funny. I think as a professional comedian, though, you're not really supposed to laugh at your own jokes. But then again, as a professional comedian, you've probably told your own jokes about 1,000 times in the mirror to yourself as practice. So it's not really a big shock that they don't find them as funny. I laugh at all my jokes.
That's because you're a douchebag.
I mean... Hello, sir. You wouldn't happen to have seen pirates around here, would you? Don't worry, I'm one myself. Oh, apparently he is a pirate. Are you all right, sir? Do you need a helping hand with these pirates? And again, me saying I'm a pirate probably doesn't make you trust me very much.
Nope, that's fine.
I don't think it, sir. I am one. And if you want to find out the hard way, let's have a tussle.
Oh, damn.
That doesn't sound like a very good tavern tale, but if I send you scurrying back to the tavern with your tails between your legs, that'll make a good tale for me. Hello, what's that? Oh my god! They just hit him with an airship? I mean, it's a mana cutter, but you know. Speaking of which, who's got the plans for the mana cutter now? I thought Sid kept that stuff. Ho there! Who's this then? I don't think we've been acquainted. Red Bill Leofard. Okay. I want you to stop pirating my skies. I don't think he has Balthier's voice, unfortunately.
Unfortunately. I wish he did. I'm gonna rate him in all of Velmir's voice.
No hard feelings as you step off the cliff. Oh god. Man, I wish I was that good at it with a gun. I guess I'm not much of a pirate if I can't shoot people, am I? Not much of a sky pirate, anyway. Who is your master, anyway? Just your employer, the trader back there? Oh, interesting. Apparently you've made quite a name for yourself in the sky pirate trade, haven't you? Oh, so you do know who I am. Oh, yeah, I mean, I guess I do have a mana cutter. I think I've used it once, but I'm glad that you saw me use it. Oh, really? What kind of a word? Do you have a ship that'll get me to Idleshire without me having to teleport there? I mean, I could fly, but, you know. Okay, what kind of venture is this? Okay, good. So you're the steal from the rich, give to the poor kind of pirate. Gotcha. Well, I get that feeling, so... North of the Blue Window. Okay. Well, I don't know exactly where you'll be, but I'll just look at my map. It seems to have a magical way of telling me exactly where everyone is at all times, so... Bye!
Yay!
He can't hear me. Even though the mana cutter is doesn't have that much sound to it, it's still, Sid still needs to work on how loud them engines are. Well, there goes the airship. Alright, north of the Blue Window. Oh, okay, right up by the gauntlet. Okay, cool. Then that's where we'll go. And I guess that's a bit of a misnomer. It's not right up by the gauntlet, it's actually right down on that island there, so... Wonder how the Vanu are doing. It's been a little while since we've been to Ogzundu, so... I hope they're keeping alright. All they gotta do is keep dancing. And everything will be okay. Incidentally, the Gauntlet is actually the location of the Griffins of Ishgard. If I ever get the chance to take Parvati off on a vacation, I might want to take her here. Probably wouldn't be a bad idea. Oh, there's a sightseeing spot here. Is this a lookout spot? Let's see. Yep. Cool. I don't need the EXP. I'm just collecting them for the hell of it. So. Hello there. I'm here by invitation. One Leofard happened to send me here. Yes, well met, Stacia. Would you believe me if I told you I understand that feeling? Okay, cool. Thank you very much. I will take you up on that offer. Let's go to the Red Bill's nest. Oh, they got a whole island to themselves. Holy crap. Feels like I'm playing Skies of Arcadia again. Remember that island that you get in at the halfway point of Skies of Arcadia and you have to build it up by getting pirates from all over the world? Turns into your base of operations. That was a pretty cool mechanic. I liked that. I'm digging the digs. It's a pretty cool place you guys got here. Well, let's go meet with Leofard and see what his business venture is. I can also appreciate them having Borderless in the background. That's always nice. We haven't gotten to hear that this expansion yet, so... Okay. I think there's people in there with them. Oh, he's in a meeting. Okay. I mean, he's sitting with his legs up on the desk like that. Calling him arrogant is like saying the sky's blue, man. Who's this then? Oh, well. Sounds like she needs different people at her back then. Oh my god. I don't think her face is supposed to contort like that. Man, look at all the stuff he's got in here. That sounds ominous and also vaguely sexual. Hi there. We didn't disturb your meeting, did we? Nope, I'm here of my own volition. I can see you guys can get your digs in as well.
Digs.
Well, if he's the best, then why does he need to join her? Like, that just seems to make sense to me. Why join someone who's not your superior? Oh boy. I get the feeling we're going to see more of those two. Probably for the rest of this quest line, which we're also going to spread out, by the way. So. Nice place you got here. Wonder who that is on the wall. There's a ghost ship around here? Why didn't I ever hear this rumor? Alright. Now you have my attention. And my interest. What kind of queer design? Are you sure it's not just like one of those platforms from Az's Law that just drifted off into space? Haunted. Great. A ghost ship. I didn't know I was going to be playing Super Mario World. Well, we'll see about that. Oh, so that kind of a queer ship. An elegant ship. Fantastic! Why is it always elegance? Well, of course. Gotta plunder the treasure. What kind of device? I mean, that's what I'm here for, so... Sure, why the hell not? Remember, I am a pirate, so I get the feeling that you need. I mean, you can see the katana at my side. This is a pirate captain's katana, so... Okay, let's go see if we can find this thing, then. I'll meet you guys out there, then. Or I'll just go out there myself. I guess I'm going out there myself. I would assume that's his company crest. That's cool. So they're like a little free company, basically, out here. They've got their own island. I don't think that most free companies get this kind of treatment, but that's okay. I heard you're the person in charge of tracking down this vessel. Cool. Sounds like you'll be very useful to the crew. And to us if we need it. No, yeah, that's what I'm here for, so don't worry about the swinging over the rails part. I can do that plenty. I just did a training exercise for a pirate crew, so... Okay. So what about this ghost ship? Man, I'm gonna have a lot of explaining to do when I get to Idleshire. Hi guys, sorry I'm late for the appointment. I got distracted by a ghost elegant ship. And the goblins are gonna be like, why did you not think to tell us? We could have salvaged much cargo from that place to make us sparkly shine. I was trying to think of what I could stick on the end of cargo that would make it sound goblin-like, but I couldn't think of anything. Okay, what was the obstacle? Well, yeah, you guys are kind of out in the middle of nowhere here. Interesting. So, how have the results been going? Ecto Compass. Okay. Well, yeah, we wouldn't want to be doing that. We could run into the damn thing. Just say the word when you're ready to go. And keep in contact in case we need to make an emergency veer off course. A few mates, don't worry. I've got 23 others that I can not think of off the top of my head, but I'm sure if I talk to a couple people, they'll know a couple of people, and then they'll know a couple of people, so it usually works out pretty okay for me. Oh, so I'm the infiltration and scouting party. Great. Awesome. Then that's what we'll do. I think it'll be fun. We're gonna find out, aren't we? Quest accepted, and the Void Ark is now accessible in the Duty Finder. Cole, I gotta put you in the party again.
Cool.
Even though you're technically AFK. And if you'd like to join us for the Void Ark, let me know. We'll go over to multiplayer chat. Well, we'll go over to streaming chat, and then we will go
So I
from
should
there.
probably mention what I've been doing for the entire stream to keep myself entertained while you've been off doing other things.
Yeah, what's that?
So, like I said, I've been watching a series that I just discovered on YouTube about, like, bad DMs.
Mm-hmm.
And there was this 3-parter. Each of them were 20 minutes about, like, one of the worst players in DMs I've ever witnessed, to the point of which I felt sick to my stomach.
Uh-huh. Can we
During
chat
one
about this
particular-
in the streaming chat channel?
Yes, we can.
Okay, I will meet you over there then.
Uh,
I don't mean to
You're-
cut you off, I just wanted to make sure. Okay. Let's pull in Cole. There's Cole. Let's pull in Espy. There's Espy.
I just said, "How are you?" to Cole, and then yanked him out.
Not today. Sorry. What's going on, Espy?
I'm being a nerd and melding an inordinate amount of spell speed because it still bothers me how low my spell speed is.
Oh. Well, if it helps, then.
I bought a fuck ton of it off the market board.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
It may not be enough.
Hmm. What's your target spell speed?
I don't know because
Oh.
it's higher than any of the classes I've actually done research on. I want to be or faster.
Oh boy. Okay, anybody else for Void Ark? Yugman, Void Ark? Conquer, you don't have Void Ark
I
unlocked
should
yet,
probably go in
sorry.
the class that I'm actually going into Void Ark on, shouldn't I?
Well, I'm not going to queue up for it just yet, but I'm going to queue up
So like
for
I
it in a
was
minute.
saying, I was watching this series on YouTube about really bad DMs,
Mhm.
and I ran into one. This was like a 3-parter video, and I've been watching.
Never mind.
it
I
over
bought all
course
the.
of stream.
That explains why it was so expensive. But I can retrieve it because it's low level.
Oh,
Indeed.
Give me a moment.
that's fine. Take your time. We're not going in just
I
yet.
bought crit instead of spell speed, apparently,
Okay.
Oh. Whoops.
which is not what I wanted.
Yeah, whoops.
Yeah.
I'm going to
it's
vow.
it's like significantly less expensive.
Mhm.
I'm like making vows now that I will never turn into that player.
What, the DM that you were talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was straight from the RPG Horror Stories Reddit
Oh,
that
okay.
was being read from, and I'm like, oh lord.
So, I know this is a 24-man. What's everybody want to go in on?
I'm going Black Mage.
Okay,
I'm going Summoner.
Summoner. If we go 3 DPSs, this is going to take forever.
Oh, fine, I'll heal.
No, I'm not asking you to do that. Because I have other things I can do while I'm waiting anyway, so...
No, it's fine. I'll actually heal.
I'm gonna actually, yeah. Okay,
I just
I
want
just
to
need to repair my gear.
okay. So since you're going Scholar, I'll go Summoner. How about that?
Oh, damn it. You won't have Bahamut for this. Sad face.
Conquer says do it, go 3 DPS. Call if you wanna.
Nah. I don't feel like waiting in queue for 45 minutes.
I mean, fair enough. I think Alliance Raid, the queues go a little quicker, though, for DPSs, if I remember right.
They do.
Yeah, they do, because there's more slots.
Right. So if you want to, Cole.
Nah.
No?
I'll skull. I'll DPS another one.
Okay. I'll go Summoner, then. I hope everybody's ready for 30 FPS, because if this is anything like how it was in Circus Tower, my frame drops were substantial. That being said, I did turn off party effects for everyone except for whatever alliance I'm in, so that will help.
Oh, that should help, yeah.
Yeah.
I will say, though, after that massive rant I had earlier about my players in my session, it came to a bit of a revelation.
What's that?
My next session, I'm leading with the following phrase. If you have any plans for your character, or if you want them to have any development opportunities presented to you in this session, or you're somehow planning to ruin my session behind my back, and I'm going to directly glare at Brony in this case, I'm going to say, you're going to tell me. Because if you don't tell me, it's not happening.
I mean, I think that's fair. How can you plan for it if they don't tell you?
This is correct. You can try to establish communism in my world all you want, Brony. It's not going to work.
Oh my gosh.
I'm concerned.
This is the man who changed his picture to Joseph Stalin and started speaking in Russian on my Discord server. As an April Fool's joke.
Uh-huh.
To be fair,
I'm concerned.
I'm always concerned, SP.
Wait, let me switch back real quick.
Okay.
Alright, put us in.
Yep, everybody let me know when you're ready for me to click the button to go to Void Ark.
Okay, I'm ready now.
Call you
I
good?
kind of want to heal through all 3 of these dungeons because I understand how mechanics work, and plus it's funnier when the healer understands mechanics, because then I can just sigh.
I'll heal for the last one.
I would appreciate it.
I don't need to heal for the other ones. It'll be fine.
Alright, let's do this.
I have no idea what I'm going to do for any of them, so... So what are you doing, Cole? Are you going to heal this one, then?
I'm going to heal this one, probably the next one.
We could do one each. I could heal the next one. Or I could heal this one. And then you could heal the next one, and then SB could heal the last one.
I feel like healing today. I feel like being a slight masochist.
Okay. Alright, so you'll heal this one, and then if anything else, I'll heal the second one, and then SB can heal the third one. We can just do it
don't
that
heal
way.
the second one.
Don't heal the second one? It's
Don't
that
heal the
bad,
The
huh?
second one's not that bad.
Fair enough.
I healed through all of Circus Tower. I think I'll be okay. I mean, I died like 8 times
You
in
can
3
queue us up.
alliances, but you know. Okay,
queue
I'm
us
gonna
up,
queue
Jim.
us up for Void Ark. Everybody good?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. Then here we go. And while I'm at it, since apparently they don't have an airship that's bound for Idleshire, let's go to Idleshire and meet up with the goblins, so we can talk to them about this this contract with the Miners Guild. Queued up for the dungeon, got another DPS waiting with you. Oh, okay, Conquer, nice. Hopefully they stick around. Sometimes I find that DPSs, they'll stick around for a few minutes, and then they'll exit out. You alright over there, SP?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see here. What's our wait time on this? Less than 5 minutes, apparently. Alright, that's cool. Let's hope I can get through any cutscene that this has with the, with Nonowato here. Oh, I remember this guy. This is the guy that whenever we're walking past, he's always calling for prospective engineers, and there's goblins with him. I think.
Well, let's just hope Weeping City's queue isn't fucking 30 minutes.
I was trying to queue up for the second 24-man at level 71.
Mm-hmm.
And it took a while because people are losers, is my explanation.
Oh.
For what? People deliberately undergearing so that they get the first 3 dungeons is a significant portion of why you get them so much more often than the other.
Oh.
In addition to them being more common, more people having them unlocked.
Right, yeah.
And those people are huge losers who don't like to have fun. Because
Listen.
those are literally the least fun 24-mans, and people deliberately try and get them, as opposed to
I don't
every
care.
other one.
How much of a loser you are. If you're actively undergearing yourself so you can get the easiest possible dungeon, you're just an asshole.
Yeah.
Like, oh, I don't want to learn mechanics in this near 24-man, or I don't want to get wiped by the second boss and fucking Mahak. Loser.
It's not fun. They're not fun, though. Like, I don't understand why you want them. They're, like, really actively unfun. They're not enjoyable dungeons. Like,
Oh boy.
It's not even that easy. They're boring and frustrating.
Yeah.
Yeah, they are.
Why do you want that in your life?
Do you maybe how much I would rather get Weeping City on my Alliance Raid roulette than I would on fucking Crystal World of Darkness? Actually, World of Darkness is like, I actually like that dungeon.
World of Darkness is okay, except for the first trash pull, because people legit will wipe to the first trash pull.
Actually, last night I got Mahawk in my Alliance Raid roulette on Rory when I was on Dragoon.
How'd that go?
Well, I didn't die to any of the boss's mechanics.
Do I have the... Oh, I do. Cool. I was checking if I had the Stormblood 24-man lock on Jarrett.
Oh, okay. I think I'll
I
hang
know
out
the
out here.
24
We'll talk to
man's eye for,
Stickwigs there after the raid is over. I don't know how long the queue's
honestly
going to be, but
Keep
Can't
in mind
wait
it'll
for-
teleport you back to the Red Rose ship.
that is a good point. That is a good point. Let me go talk to him now then. Maybe I'll be able to finish the quest before we start. Maybe.
Ugh. Sorry.
It's okay.
It's
Long
okay.
day?
Not really.
Oh.
I feel that. I'm just always tired.
So you're the one I'm doing the job for, huh? Stickwigs. Yes, that's me. Good to meet you. Why am I surprised? Yeah, I'm asking the same question he's asking. Why am I surprised? I don't know. I mean, I've kind of grown used to goblin talk, but fair enough. Maybe he sounds like a really pompous British person. I don't know. Oh, no, that makes sense to me. It would make sense if it makes it easier for your business to run, then adopting a different dialect makes sense. Right. So now you need my help with that? What kind of a project? The Gob Roller. Uh-huh. Well, okay then. Sure. I've got a
just
pretty
witnessed
decent
somebody-
pickaxe on my back. I can probably gather the minerals you need.
I just witnessed somebody flying through Ralgir's Reach on the first boss from 01.
Oh. Hello, who are these people with goblin masks on? So this is Christram. Okay, nice to meet you. You'll forgive me if I look so shocked. I didn't expect to be lambasted by 3 potential workers in goblin masks that weren't, I don't know, 3 feet tall. Nice to meet you, Zansei. And should I even try to pronounce that one? Foquita? That's the best I got. Well, I am fairly well versed in other forms of combat besides just whacking things with my pickaxe, so usually that works pretty well on, you know, rock walls and that sort of thing. Doesn't work so well on enemies. And this is stack blocks. Okay, cool. I guess we've got a crew. Awesome. I feel like I'm back at the Akadal 9 working with Tadaramu, except instead of Ixal, it's just a bunch of goblins. Well, it is pretty warm in here. Admittedly, I am pretty okay in terms of weather and temperatures. I'm usually pretty good at regulating my own body temperature, no matter the temperature outside, but it's alright. How we doing over here? 1, 2, 3. Okay, then. Conker's waiting on a healer now. I feel like we're 2 peas in a pod here, Conker. We're waiting on 1 healer as well. Or is it 2? Maybe it's 4. I'd have to look again. It's probably 4. Well, the rain probably feels good after being in that crucible. Okay. Will do. Thanks for taking me on for the project. And the next quest, the next minor quest is at 63 as well. We'll do that after 4.1 as well. So, okay, that's basically all I've got today. We could go back to Ralgir's Reach and get ready to start up the 4.1 content, but once we're done with Void Ark and the quest that's over there for that one, like once we're done with this quest to Rule the Skies, we're going to be moving on to 4.1, so once we get in, we should be good. So
4.1 is very good in my opinion.
yeah.
It's one of the best patches, I think.
I don't remember what Cole thought of it. I think he gave me like a little like 1 or 2 sentence gist of what he thought of each one.
I can tell you precisely what 4.1 is to me. Alpha Note has the worst day of his life and the best day of his life.
Does he?
4 healers, that's what we're waiting on. Go over here and see if I can get some of this materia sold.
At last, Jimmy now understands my pain from all that time I was farming Weeping City.
Do I, or will I understand it better once we actually get there?
Oh, that's a fantastic question. Ugh.
How much does Craftsman's Command Materia 6 sell for? Let's see. Sell items in your inventory. This bad boy sells for 7k. That's not too bad. Actually, it's been selling for about 6,000, so that's what we'll... Well, no, the market's got it set at about 7 now, so we'll set it at 7,000. A few of the high-level Gatherer ones sold for quite a bit, too. Actually, I got a couple of them from... what did I do? I was buying them over here because I did my... Oh, she has some money for me. I did my... oh, there we go. Void Arc just popped. I did my quest for Zoe for the week, and I had to get rid of some of my crafter scripts so that I could get them from her. And I sold a few of the ones that are available at level 70 for probably like 25k each. It wasn't too bad. Another reason to get into crafting, Cole. You do your weekly custom delivery quests, and you make like 100k on materia.
I mean, I could use that right now, given the fact that I'm farming aggressively to get a coat.
Okay, here we go. Reaper IFF, let's go. Wait, wrong game.
Oh, I forgot the music in this dungeon is so good.
The Void Arc. That's the first thing I thought of, though, literally, when we started flying in, is Reaper IFF. That or Lair of the Shadow Broker. One of those two.
Oh yeah, that's right. I've been through this dungeon already, so...
People! Ah!
Ah, people.
Just gonna pop Garud out here. Persona!
Oh, I thought the dancer was dancing with me, but it was another dancer.
Oh, well.
Someone else. I hope they danced with me.
Oh, that's a big boy.
Uh-huh. Well, alright then. Are they all targeting me? Is that what I just saw?
Alright. Let's do this. Stop dying.
Oh, these guys are going down fairly quick. I popped Dreadworm, but I might not need it.
Yeah, trash goes down real good in this dungeon.
I'm gonna lose Death Flare!
Why are they dancing with the white mage?
Maybe they're a new dancer.
I'm feeling attacked.
I feel attacked.
How about we get one of these? I can't get Ruin 4 stacks in this dungeon, but yeah, we'll use them anyway.
I forgot I have fire 4, which means that enemies less than 4 enemies is still better to fire 4.
Whoa. Oh, okay.
Thank God. I haven't done this dungeon
Did
in
I
so
get
long.
sucked
I
into
don't
a
remember the
vacuum cleaner?
mechanics!
I get this one pretty infrequently, but
I'm scared going into Dunscape because I've done the dungeon once.
the last dungeon of this series is my favorite 24-man.
Oh, I know why.
Because it's really fun and good.
Yeah, it is.
There's bubbles, apparently. Oops. How about we do this?
Hey! I rolled another crit law into existence.
I'm just gonna ruin 2 from now on. I can barely get my miasma and bio up before things die.
Also, me willing crit those into existence again.
I
Yay!
didn't get to cast my Blizzard 4.
I'm sorry, SP. I know you're in pain.
And SP doesn't have Umbral Soul in this one either, so...
I don't remember what this
Cetus.
guy's mechanics are, but I think there's stuff we need to avoid coming from the edges of the arena.
I honestly don't
Okay,
know.
so don't be a ranged DPS here then. Got it. I'll stand a little
No,
closer.
be a ranged DPS, just on Avant out of
Electric swipe.
Yeah, I'll get right on that, Cole.
it.
Wait, where's the other
knew you'd
healer?
get it.
I'm gonna go stand by the white mage.
Let's see. Where is the tank? I'm just gonna put this down right here.
I don't know what that is, but I don't like it.
There's puddles.
Yes, there are. If I stand in these, what do they do? Dropsy. Okay, don't stand in these.
Just roll over there.
Significant dropsy. The dancer is going to die dropsy.
Big dropsy? Bad dropsy. Hybotus dropsy.
Oh, lovely. Charybdis.
The dancer's gonna die as soon as something looks.
Hey, look,
they're
it's
not.
those sharks that you can get as a mount now from
How
the fishing
is
stuff.
sucking up to the white mage working out for you now, huh?
I don't know. Where's the white mage?
Not healing the dancer.
Aha. Eee! Hydro bomb.
Oh,
I can't even see this guy. He's up that high. Apparently, this isn't too. Oh god, this isn't
Uh-oh.
too bad
That's an
because
end.
people are.
Somebody rescue me!
Oh,
I don't have that now.
I'm
Oh,
okay.
God.
I'm okay. This is fine. I just need to aggressively assume the rest of the party.
Where'd he go? He flew up again. What do you think
Hey,
you are, the
SB.
zoo from Pharaoh Sirius? Ow.
ow.
Uh,
Oh, hey.
Oh, that's the suck.
I'm confused.
Is that the
Throttle.
suck?
Hydro core.
I'm just popping sucker and whispering dawn.
Throttle,
Speaking of
wind
suck.
pipe is crushed. KO is imminent. Well, it's nice knowing you guys.
Yay! I'm gonna die.
I love drowning!
Hydro
We're
core.
alive. Cool.
I have to move out of his hitbox in order to be able to charge.
Yeah, seriously. Oh my
That's an
god.
end. That's an end.
Oh my god, I'm not gonna make it. Oh, okay,
I
that
did
wasn't too
it!
bad.
No!
That wasn't too bad. Get him,
I may
Ifrit!
not be,
I actually don't know if this is a he or a
Still
she, but-
trying. I should pop that straw.
I'm gonna get this death flare off if it's the last thing I do. One more.
What?
Expulsion.
just use it.
Here! I
Got
did.
Chartworm Trance doesn't increase your damage anymore, sadly.
Yeah.
10, 15
So, like,
minutes
if you
in
want to
the-
play
it's in-
optimally, you actually,
5
like,
minutes in the,
pop Death Flare, like, immediately so that
Yeah.
you can get into Bahamut.
Yeah, basically use it on cooldown. Yep. It's just I don't have Bahamut or Ruin 4s or anything
No,
like
it's
that
fine.
here, so I'm like, I'm not playing it optimally.
Ah, damn.
What call?
God damn it. I need to focus up. I'm fucking.
I don't actually know the mechanics of this part, so
Oh, good.
I'm sure we don't need to do it.
God damn
There's bugs. Also, the
Sure,
walls
you
are
don't
made
want.
out of. In case you didn't notice,
The walls are made out of what?
meat.
Oh,
I think.
gross.
The ceiling in one part is a rib cage. I think you left. So
Oh, lovely. We're inside of a Reaper.
yeah. So did they tell you where the ship was from? Yet?
They said it was Allegan, so, I mean,
Donk. Oh.
still standing by the white mage, by the way.
I think that's not how you're supposed to do it, but I don't know because I.
Don't ask me, I'm very confused. The pagan's not. What's this weird green
There's the
thing?
pagan's vine on the one side. Fuck.
Don't stand on those now. I don't know why it does that, or if it's supposed to do that, but it does that.
Oh good, it's the tentacles from Hullbreaker Normal.
Ah!
What happened?
The tentacles from Hullbreaker Normal are a bad mechanic and they suck.
Oh.
The fact that they can just leave and disappear and be untargetable for over a minute.
Yeah, they can, yeah.
Can I please just?
Can you hear me,
Where the-
Cole?
Why are you in Africa, SB?
Because I started over here and
Cole,
I've
you
been-
have rescue, just pull SB to you.
I can't pull them across the room if there's a wall in the way.
Are you sure? Have you
don't know.
tried?
See, look, I'm over here now, Cole.
Thank you, SB.
I was killing the things over there. It's not my fault you guys all decided to go on a migration.
No, it's just they were dying of poison, and I don't like that, so I'm on a healer.
I'm just going with the group, man. I don't want to get eaten by the collectors.
You can't stand. You can't not stand in the poison when it's airborne.
I'm not yelling at you for standing in the poison.
Meanwhile, I'm over here just thinking this whole place is just a big Mass Effect reference.
Yeah, B.
I like the flickering lights.
That's a nice touch.
I also like this gigantic, vaguely phallic structure.
Oh, good.
Well, lovely. We're fighting
and
Mara.
and its friend, Bulbasaur with too many heads.
Erminsul. So what you're saying is we walked out of Mass Effect and ended up in Digital Devil Saga.
Oh, lovely.
Sawtooth, huh?
I'm gonna fucking kill somebody.
I haven't battled
My
any
phone
now.
keeps falling and I can't see chat.
Hi guys, I'm standing with you now.
I'm gonna stand here.
Why is Eos not summoned?
This is my spot. Look,
I don't
Cole,
know,
I'm
did it-
right in the center of the party.
Pop Eos out. What's with
Eos,
these
go over there,
kids?
pop
I'm
this
gonna
brain.
kill these kids. I'm also going to try Disaster Sawtooth just to contribute a little. Okay, what was that? I don't know, but it was gross.
I actually don't know what it was.
I hope this works.
I have to.
It didn't work.
My AoE.
Oh, mucus spray.
So, it has a buff now.
9-minute buff. What does that do?
Invuln the magical.
Invulnerable to all damage. Okay, kill Sawtooth. Got it. Shockwave stomp.
That
Now-
looks big.
That looks out. That looks out. I'm going as far away as possible. Danger bongos. Mechanics are happening. Oh, I see. I'm going to die.
I did it!
I didn't understand.
Get up, get up, get up!
Did you see that? Did you see that, Boothead? Oh, fuck. Where's the plans? It is not. There they are.
Something's gross underneath
my
my
God,
dead
what's
body.
that?
The Sawtooth feeds.
Money
Huh.
got me. Yeah. No, my.
Shit.
Hello, friends. Oh no.
There's a lot of gross shit happening on top of my dead body.
A parasite has entered the body and taken control of all motor skills. Parasite is transmitted by direct contact between other players. I've been targeting the wrong thing for a
Gross.
while, so my
Hey, somebody revived me.
fell off.
Oh,
Where
you
did I
got
revive
revived.
to?
That was
Oh
slow
god,
resing
oh
you
god,
today.
oh god, run, run, run!
What's going on? Could be that.
I was thinking that it was going to be that mechanic that murdered me again. It was not.
My ley lines.
Come on,
God,
Garuda.
healing alliance rates is so much different than healing like anything else.
I
Yeah, it
actually
is.
like that boss a lot. In case you did not figure it out, Jimmy, you have to be behind.
Yeah, I figured it out just as I was getting murdered by the stomp. Yeah.
I was being extremely greedy, and it paid off because I'm really good at aether skating.
I need to like get good at rescue, man.
You just got to see that someone's not doing the mechanic and be like, okay, what's my panic button? That's where rescue is.
I'm serious. Like I don't use rescue enough.
Hey,
I've been
look
getting
who
better.
it is, Jimmy. Do you remember this guy?
I couldn't even see him before he left.
Hello, Satan.
Diablo's here for reasons.
Hellhound. Okay.
Doggies.
What's with the dark Karibu? Oh god, that's a bleed.
That's a great question. It's
Where
probably a
is?
friend.
I heard that's a bleed, and I immediately thought Asuna.
No, I stopped walking in it. That was enough. Poor puppies! Oh, Blackguard. Okay.
Also
Sepulchre Gargoyle.
Oh, lovely.
Sepulchre means like to bury something.
Yeah.
Oh, so we're fighting Titan. Lovely.
Yay!
I wasn't gonna say
Titan.
why I knew that, but sure.
Get out of
It's
here,
also
Blackguard.
pretty-
There
There's
is a
some
lot
pretty
of
interesting trash pulls in this series as well,
Uh-huh.
which is nice.
It's not bad. It's a lot less like arenas where you just kind of stand around and kill ads, and more like you know.
There's actual things going on to do, which is interesting.
Yeah. Cole, did you just pop Whispering Dawn?
Yeah.
Oh. After the fight was over?
Rip.
Oh,
Hey,
there
look,
it goes
came
again.
It was way.
Well, at least by the time we get to the next boss, it'll be back. Or maybe even the next trash ball.
Oh well, I've got ether flow. I don't give a shit.
It's probably fine. Whee!
But I rest the other healer. I automatically get a command for that.
These fancy ether conveyor belts are pretty cool. I guess if you're gonna build a ship with a bunch of disparate platforms on it, it makes sense. Oh no, not Cachulian!
Hello, Satan. Oh my, that's a lot of Asuna.
You can't.
Asuna, that fuck!
I'm bleeding. I should get Titan out. He actually helps
So,
here because I can't get ruined
Jimmy.
floors. Yes.
He's throwing up all over us.
Gross.
I'm just gonna pop this.
I'm gonna stand in your ley lines again. Maybe
Elaine
it'll
is
work
not
this
shaped
time.
like a friend.
I'm gonna stand in your ley lines again. Maybe it'll help this time.
It might.
Watch if you have a marker.
A marker? Okay. Flailing tentacles. Oh, okay, I see. You just
If
don't
you want-
stand where the tentacles are flailing.
Cleanse that concussion. Cool. Or not, because they're still dancing with the white mage instead of me.
I'm a nice person. I get rid of debuffs.
Idol of Impurity.
Gear.
Ah!
Oh yeah, the bleed is bigger now.
Girt Tower. Oh, I have 5 bleeds now.
Towers.
Where?
All I saw was, hey, you have 5 stacks of bleed now. Ah!
Oh yeah, I probably should keep an eye out on the boss too, just to make sure he's not throwing up on me or shooting me with tentacles or anything like that. Man, he keeps going, doesn't he? Void
I
Pact.
actually got on you. Don't.
Void Pact sounds bad.
I think we have ads.
He definitely... oh god. He even put the foo bars in here from Cachulian's boss fight. Fuck you.
Where's
Cachulian is a boss fight in Final Fantasy XII, by the way, for anybody who's unfamiliar. I hate it! It's awful. Because it's like... I forget what the exact mechanics are of it, but they're terrible.
Yeah. Stop.
I don't know what's happening. Beckon.
Where's the? Oh,
I think everybody got all the foo bars. Okay,
there's one.
there's one left. I see it. Are we standing in gross now? File below.
Don't.
Oh, that wasn't good.
Oh my god!
I think I got the death flare off.
I'm so good at this game.
How the fuck?
I don't know what just happened, so,
You were standing not on the platforms.
Oh, the
stand-
raised Okay, so you have to stand on the raised platforms, and that lets you... Okay, I
Someone
see.
clip that, please. I don't know if there's anyone in chat.
Interesting. I have to keep that in mind.
Oh.
I'm not getting up for the rest of this fight.
Oh,
It's
don't
not
worry,
even
you got
because
raised.
I'm lazy.
What just happened?
We got delayed.
Why do I have bind and out of action? What's
I don't
this?
know.
This is a mechanic I haven't seen him doing. Into these.
Oh boy.
God. Can I clip that? I want to clip that.
So basically, if you were wondering where the mono death syndrome came from, it came back. The boss just has to use a bunch of mechanics that I don't understand and that
The
instantly
man
kill
just
me.
loaded a gun and shot me in the face.
What's behind door number 1?
Pain.
An Ananta. Kind of. But I killed Lakshmi. Oh dear God, what the hell is that? Okay then. Why did the snake turn into a spider? I don't know what happened. What's going on in my ears here? I can't hear people.
Oh, I was clipping the thing.
Oh, okay, there we go. Now I can hear everybody.
Yos. Get out!
Echidna. Oh, I was wondering where you were when we did the Final Fantasy III raids. Abyssal Reaper.
Late apparently.
That looks like a cleave. Ow!
Apparently, I was standing in the right spot for that.
Okay, so Abyssal
No,
Cleave
she moved
is-
out of her fucking hands.
Signal strike.
She actually didn't even move all the way out. It's just she suddenly moved
Okay.
far away.
Just finished the dungeon. Congrats, Conquer. Nice.
Stack up.
Oh god. I was gonna say, I don't have enough stone wall for this.
Out, out, out!
Oh god, yep.
Oh, is that out?
Okay, I got the energy drain off before I got out of there. Cool. Hi, Cole.
Sorry, I was super not ready for this fight at the start of this because I was clipping that
Strike.
moment
Oh, okay.
because it was hysterical.
Please.
No,
I just
my
bugged Red
fire!
Worm. Stop it.
Let's see if the people know how to do this.
I'm confused.
Good. The answer is
I don't think that Bane's gonna work, but I did it.
yes.
The snakes are tethered together.
We need to pull them apart, I think.
I
Or we
see.
could just kill them through it, apparently.
Why is one named Dexter?
Because Dexter is left and Sinister is right. Typically referring. Okay. Typically that refers to your left hand being Sinister and your right hand being Dexter.
Oh yeah, I've
So
heard of
these are
that. Yeah.
literally her arms.
Okay, I've heard of that. Yeah. Okay, that makes sense. I don't know if I agree being left-handed, but you know.
I know, right?
Gehenna.
Oh, lovely. The Void Sent to Transformer, my favorite.
Yay! That's the tank buster, I think.
I believe so,
As long as I'm not standing near it. I'm gonna stand in this asylum. How about you get some more hits in there, Ifrit? Bloodguard.
We got ads coming.
Yep, see him.
That sounds like things
Okay,
that can't
okay.
get-
Okay. Oh god, wait, hang on.
Is that Hotwing? I guess it is.
It almost tricked me. I don't know what's going on with the Echidna, but hopefully it's nothing bad. Oh god, that's an eye. Look away.
Shit!
Cole, you made it. Cole, you did it.
We didn't get that.
Okay, that's the tank buster. That's not the one you
Oh,
get out
lovely.
for.
I can't get rid of the fucking petrifaction, my favorite.
It'll go away on its own. I was
My
about to pop
shark
Dreadworm. I'm glad I didn't.
My shark.
Oh my
attack.
god, oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god. Okay, I made it. Whew!
I did it.
You're fine, I have you.
That's
That's
skating.
just my catchphrase,
That's skating.
apparently.
I saw you skate.
I didn't know. I couldn't tell where the safe spot was, so I just figured out where.
I'll take this. Get her.
Woo!
Yay!
That was pretty cool. I like that. I mean, I died to the instant death mechanics because I was stupid, but I mean, that's supposed to happen, so.
Void Arc Grove of Casting. Oh shit, I'm not a magic DPS. Still bleeding.
Good job, Alliance.
Wind of Echidna. Needing.
The Void
Good
Arc
job.
complete. But what is this strange stone? And why is it bleeding lightning everywhere?
1 second.
Thank you, Ifrit and Garuda. Void Arc Robe of Casting, I'll need on that. Void Arc Breeches of Casting, I'll need on that too. Coffin Lid? No thank you. Wind Up Echidna, sure. Well, I got the robe and the pants.
Oh, you bastard.
Are they untradeable? Because I'll give them to you if you...
I think they're untradeable, but that's fine.
Well,
I'm just waiting to see if I get the pet.
yeah, me too.
Sorry, I was just rewatching the clip again because it was hilarious.
Oh, okay. I don't think I'm getting the pet. I rolled a 41, so... Are we waiting here for the pet then?
I think so.
I don't know if I have enough patience. I'm never gonna use the pet. I already have the best pet of all.
Fair enough. Leaves.
Yeah, same.
I didn't get commended once. Fuck you, game.
I got a command. What the fuck? I died to like half the easy mechanics.
I got no comments because I left immediately.
Oh, well. Big dead. So what's with the strange stone?
All right, I'm gonna drop out of the voice.
Okay,
have
SP.
fun.
Thanks for coming along for Void Ark. Appreciate it.
It was a lot of fun. It's a good dungeon.
I liked it. So,
Yep.
thank you.
Bye.
Take it
Later, SP.
Later.
Oh god. Mahawk's gonna be a mess, dude.
easy.
I'm gonna be surviving every single mechanic.
I have to heal through it.
Oh, by the way, I'm tanking Dunscape.
Okay, cool.
So I'm DPSing the Hawk.
Okay.
Oh, I'm gooning it.
Dragoons!
Actually, no, I'm summoning it.
You can't Bahamut, though. I mean, you can Dredgeworm, but, you know. You should do
Yeah.
the next main story dungeon on Summoner.
I should.
So that way you can get the chance to use
Oh.
Bahamut. I mean, I could get the chance to use Bahamut, too, but... I'll give that one to you. Anyway. Yeah, well, would it be, it'd be a bit of a stretch to call them my crew. 21 of them I've never met before, at least as far as I know. One of them was pretty nice, though. They revived me even though they weren't in my alliance. So that was pretty cool. That looks like treasure! Maybe we should take the sword out, though. Don't want that falling on anybody's head.
I'll take it. I need on that. I rolled a 99 because I have Paladin. Get fucked.
Does that mean I get the rest of the treasure?
Fuck.
Uh-oh. You didn't tell me there was a self-destruct button on this thing! Yeah, same. Oh no. Diablos! I killed you!
Back.
I watched you die! Or at least go to the void. Apparently he didn't get enough love in Final Fantasy VIII, so now he's back for more again! Now, mortals, gaze upon my true form! Oh, is the Geico Gecko telling me to... Oh, okay. To leave? It was not a Geico Gecko. I just saw the small limbs and I was like, Geico Gecko. Yeah, I'll say. First something tries to puke on me, then Echidna shows up late to the party, then Diablo shows up and goes Kaioken times 7 million, and now a cat is telling me what to do. Man, if it starts telling me to go to bed, I'm gonna be tilted. I don't know, though. I'm out. Come on, man. The loot or your life. Yeah. It's not worth anything if you're dead. Oh, I know. Trust me, I know. But look that in the eyes and then tell me you want to keep the gill. I think I'd rather keep my soul. It might just be alternate universe Morgana there, Conker. We'll find out soon. Run! Run for your lives!
You went Super Saiyan. He took the fucking treasure anyway.
How's an honest demon lord supposed to make a living when they take all of my treasure? What if he needed that to bolster Hell's economy?
Hell has an economy?
I don't know. I've never been
Is the
there.
Doomslayer... Is the Doomslayer just somebody who just
Maybe
walks
me
into
sending
hell?
so many people to hell from killing all of the Empire's goons in Stormblood has caused Hell's economy to collapse.
Delete us.
There's too many people and not enough jobs.
We just need to kill Senator Armstrong. And he'll fix it.
Oh dear God. Was that supposed to float out of the clouds like that? Apparently the Void Ark still has some power to it. Unless that's just Diablo's cucking it over. I don't know. Is that a Moonstone cannon on the front, or is that the back?
That's the front. I think.
It's not a wonder they came up with rumors about bloody Bismarck around here, though. Like, look at this thing. That looks like a tidal whale if I've ever seen one. Like, if you look at that from far away under the clouds, I could see it. Yeah, what's with the chains breaking? Usually when chains break, that unleashes unlimited power. Guys, they're firing the Moonstone Cannon! Evasive maneuvers! Guys!
I love how the cannon's shaped like a fucking coffin.
We really pissed off Zelos this time? Yeah, dual barrel roll. Everybody okay?
Did he just Goku Black through dimensions?
I think so. That looks like a rip in space-time if I've ever seen one. What do you mean? Is it going to take the whole ship through? Isn't it a little thin? The rip, not the ship. If I'd have known Diablos was going to be my mortal nemesis for this arc, maybe I would have said something else when we murdered him without a terrific amount of trouble back in, what was it, Amdapor Normal? I forget, I think. He was like, if you thought my last battle was difficult, wait till you see this. But the real question is, who's in the coffin? The queen? What queen of what exactly? Is she the queen of everything?
Is she the queen of hell?
Because she could be the queen of hell or the void or something like that. Did Zand have a wife that I just didn't know about until now? I guess we're gonna find out. Yes, hell does in fact have an economy. It's in a bit of a bad spot right now, but it's there. Good to know, Conquer. I would imagine with the Doomslayer running around, it would make it be in a bit of a bad spot.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well that was more than I bargained for when I signed on to be a pirate for a day. Yeah, probably a good idea. By the way, you named your company Chocobo Quacksteth? Nice. Gotta make the que and work puns where you can, Conquer. I approve. Well, we got out. Hello, Curious Cat. I'm confused, but I think that's the point. It's a talking cat. Not that I don't already know some talking cats as it is. They're more like anthropomorphic cats, though. Right, yeah, exactly. Don't wanna die and have to worry about not because you can't take it with you, right? Like you can have as much money as you want, Mr. Deckhead, but you can't take it with you when you're dead. Unless you found the hole into hell from Dante's Inferno, then you could just have someone migrate it over. But I hear that hole's kind of hard to find.
Mm-hmm.
A bit touch and go. I'm glad that you're so calm. Yeah, where is Utada anyway? Who's we? Oh, crap. Maybe we should have left a few guards with her.
You think?
I hope you're not trying to commandeer the Void Ark for yourself, because that's elegant technology and it never pays off.
You sure it's elegant? I don't think the elegants were pensioned for summoning demons.
Yeah, well, there is that, yeah. You're resourceful enough to figure out a ship that's that advanced? I don't know.
Fucking hell, we are gonna need the Doomslayer.
I gotta play Dark Knight for one of these then, huh? Oh boy. So then how are we supposed to track the ghost ship? If you're tracking the ghost ship. You found someone that named their chocobo Quetos, God of Work. Nice. Nice.
That's beautiful.
If you can use it, what if it burned all its power on that one space-time blast it just did? Well, that's not good. Yeah, I could see that. Oh, he has a plan. Okay, then. Oh, a tracking device. Nice. Interesting. Probably 2 alliance raids, give or take. Just throwing a guess out there. So tempted to steal that one too. Yeah, I can understand. It's a pretty good one. Well, all right then. yeah, for one, like, I'm actually more concerned about you, Mr. Cat. So that's the Void Ark. And this is Kate Sith. Okay. Well, at least he's not riding on top of a
always
Moogle this time.
disturbed me.
What?
It's too thin.
Oh, yeah, well. Understandably so. Gotcha. Meanwhile, back at the hideout. Still don't know who that is. Maybe we'll find out later.
More than likely.
Alright, gang, let's discuss the plan for the treasure.
Jimmy's even here in his Phantom Thief outfit.
That just ended up being a nice little touch, didn't it?
Yep. It's almost
First
like
time
you
I
planned
meet
this or
Morgana, I'm in my Phantom Thief outfit.
something. Come on, Jimmy. It's almost like you planned this or something.
No, not even close.
You sure?
Yeah. Oh, I know the city of Mahak, yeah. We were just messing around in the cities of Amdapor not too long ago. So the Amdapor were the white mages, if I recall correctly, and the Mahak were the black mages. And they didn't like each other too much. Yeah, they kind of started the entire War of the Magi, so that didn't really help.
Twice.
Yeah, and there was a flood. Actually, I think if I recall correctly, I think the ship that we saw back in was it the Peaks? I think that was an arc that they used to avoid the flood, if I remember right. This specific flood. So Jimmy's secretly lying. Him being in his Phantom Thief outfit means something.
Means he's going to blast Life Will Change during the final battle.
Oh dear God. Yeah, the Sixth Stormblood Calamity, yeah. To be fair, Kate Sith probably hasn't been awake since then. It didn't get to the skies, unless it was the Void Ark. Actually, maybe the ship that we saw in the Peaks, I don't think that was a Mahachi or an Amdapori Ark. I think it was somebody else's. I forget whose. I want to say it was a Charlayan Ark, but I could be wrong. I can venture a guess. Probably the people that were in there, were either used as energy to keep the arc going, like some weird Prothean experiment, or they were the Void Sent. So. Great. Probably. So who was your master anyway, Kate Sith? Oh great, Skahak is here. Man, more Persona references. Did I use Skahak in the playthrough? I forget.
I hate that you pronounce it like that.
I'm just doing that to be a dick. I'm just gonna say it the way that I think the way that I said it in the Persona games when I did it was Skothic. I forget exactly. It's probably not correct, but it's better than rolling my C's and giving myself a sore throat. So your master was Cessair, and they were imprisoned. Oh no, they probably were part of this whole experiment to get the Void Sent to come out, but Cessair tried to control them, and it didn't really work out. Oh, okay. Gotcha. That's some life story you got there. Yeah, what could have happened to wake everything up? Oh, great. So you're telling me that we beat Diablos in Amdapor Normal, and he was like, well, I don't have enough power to beat him. Better go turn into a Super Saiyan 3. And he found the Void Ark. It was like his backup plan. Oh my god.
Unless Diablos just got really weak and was searching out for a source of way to recover his power, and he stumbled upon the Void Ark.
Well, whatever the reason, he found the source of power he was looking for. Yeah, we just faced him about a couple of months ago at this point. Well, actually, it's more like 1 month. Yeah, that doesn't seem like a good idea.
I keep dropping my phone. I'm a klutz.
Yeah, did it, like, fall into a dimensional portal, or a void gate? Okay. Yeah, that's a good question. Well, we were here for Pirate's Treasure. Now we're going to stop a Demon Lord from summoning the Queen of all Shadows and Void Scent. Fantastic. How does this shit always happen to me?
You mean us?
Yeah, us. At least Leofard's okay with it. Well, yeah, you can only pay Rowena with those elegant tomestones, so... He's a pirate, Kate Sith. Obviously, you didn't have too many in your time. He only ever cares for himself. He did agree to help, though. So...
Count your blessings, Furball. I said we agreed to help.
Okay, Leofard, yeah, hit me up on the link shell. I gave you my contact information, so hit me up with the link shell when you're ready to go again. And we'll head to our next destination.
Which, as we all know, is...
Yes, the second dungeon in this Alliance set is the Weeping City of Mahak. And Cole has PTSD from it. Meanwhile, thousands of miles away... I have a question. How did Radlia become a dancer before dancers were in the game? Because that looks like a dancer outfit.
Good question.
That's what you think, Radlia. See, what's going to happen is she's going to get to the Void Ark, and they're going to find out that it has no power left because the Shadow Queen's coffin is no longer on the ship.
Well, certainly they're going to find all of the Satan.
Or that, yeah. That was a lot of cutscenes. It's okay, though. Quest complete. Paying the bills. Apparently killing demons pays the bills. I might have to give Doomslayer a call. He's probably going to be happy with that. Oh, that
Soft
puffball.
Doom Eternal music plays in the background.
I thought this puffball was floating past me in the background. The camera was panned out directly on top of it. Anyway, we fucked around enough today. I got a couple new commissions with the Goldsmith and Miners Guild, and we raided a pirate's ark for treasure, and probably accidentally summoned demons into the realm. But it's okay. Who's counting? I'll just kill them later. It's fine. But we have to find it first, and that means we got to wait a little bit. So while we're waiting for our side gigs to come back into order, let's go see what the rest of our adventurers are doing here in Ralgir's Reach. It's time to go on Ehrenwald's adventure on the next episode of Final Fantasy XIV Stormblood, the stream edition, which will be happening, what's today, Friday? Yeah, tomorrow at 4:30 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. So, thank you for watching, everybody. I appreciate you coming out to Twitch and YouTube to check out the stream. I think the quest is up here. Yeah, it is. Okay. And I will see all of you on the next one, which, as I said, will be tomorrow, 4:30 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, when we'll get into the patch content for Stormblood. Until then, everybody, take care and have a good night.
Peace!
And I'll probably meet you sitting down in one of those chairs just because, I'm not going to stand here for a whole day, I gotta take a load off eventually.